Greetings, vision travelers, and welcome back. What was that, Drew?
That was force
Oh,
lightning
man. Well,
and then vision travel.
I want to do my thing.
let's go
I don't
ahead
know what my
and
thing is.
do a quick recap from last week. So,
Take your
since
time.
Adon was not with us last week, I actually do have a slightly longer recap than I normally do, just to hopefully catch Adon up. And if you have any questions at any point after I'm done, feel free to ask, just since technically Adon was there. So, in your last session, your party began by making the collective decision to begin your infiltration mission with the entire party, leaving no one behind, except for Cyrac and Bellis in the care of the barkeep at the Concussive Coin Tavern in Neverwinter. Upon meeting with Sir Laniver Strail and his comrade Dreali at the designated meeting place in the morning, Dreali cast a spell to provide you all with magical dark vision and also cast a powerful shapeshift spell to make you appear identical to the Luskan guards you'd be accompanying in a caravan, with the intention of spying on the group to learn of any kind of shady business that could be going on. At dawn, you met the group you'd be traveling with, which consisted of 7 Luskan guards projected to begin a return journey to Luskan. Under the assumption that you all were one of them, they led you through an abandoned tavern inside the city and under a hidden passage into a darkened area below ground, completely blinding everyone, even with the magical sight you'd been provided. And the moment you could see once more, you were in a cave, seemingly underground, as though you'd just walked straight through the wall of the cave behind you. You traveled with the guards for what felt like a few days, encountering a group of gray-skinned dwarves, which you assisted the guards in immediately slaughtering, and watched 5 of the guards split off down an alternate path later on to a place that they named Chednisad. Finally, when the remaining 2 guards began to inquire of the party's lack of desire to speak in the Elven dialect, which they suddenly began speaking in once the party split, a deadly fight broke out, which unveiled the guards that were still there to be dark elves, and leaving both of the remaining 2 dead. On their corpses, the party found another book like they had found previously in the tavern, written in the same Elven language and depicting a spider on the cover, and a piece of thick parchment also in this Elven language and bearing a seal of a spider at the bottom. Unable to read the contents, the party set off to return to Neverwinter. On the second day of the return journey, the disguises on your bodies suddenly dropped, indicating that something may have caused Dreali to break his concentration on the spell. Seemingly then, within the next few hours, Koros seems to have lost his connection with the mark he'd placed on Cyrac. You decided to pick up the pace, and that's where we pick up today. Your party is following Koros's confident lead that you're returning in the direction you came, and you've just rounded one of the hundreds of curves in the complex cave system. And you see in front of you 5 gray-skinned dwarves, similar to those you'd encountered days before, standing in a row in front of you. Their eyes, though wide open, are rolled back in their heads, showing only spheres of solid white. Dried mucus and blood covers the lower half of their faces and stains their beards. Upon looking further behind them, you catch a glimpse of 2 more humanoid creatures, floating a foot above the ground, having a narrow build and wearing black robes with a silver piece of metal armor over the top of their torso and crossing over to their shoulders. Arms end in blue hands with long, sharp, claw-like fingers and heads that resemble an octopus. The place that their mouth should be replaced by 4 long, writhing tentacles. At this point, one of the dwarves turns its lost gaze towards Koros, as Koros had cast the True Strike spell towards it, and the dwarf lunges forward. With that, we roll initiative.
Whoa.
Plus 3.
What just
What just
look at
happened? Uh-oh. Smap,
What?
smap, 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 smap.
1d20 plus 3.
Everybody.
Wow. Thanks, D20. Going back to my dice.
I forgot to
I
do
love
my
how you
plus
were-
on there, but
You're so
mine's
on board.
mine's
to roll
22.
Roll 20.
Not anymore. Uninstall.
Nice.
so
Good
yeah.
choice.
Internet. Whoa, look at all those. Man, this
So
turnover is
mine's
so
actually
long.
22. So, but do I
20.
get to enter
Oh, we
it
could
all?
type in.
There we go. Now it's working. Yep. Go ahead
Sweet.
and put your
That's
initiatives
cool.
in there. I will roll for all of them. So
How
a
do I
couple
put it in
things,
there?
just FYI, that I've done slightly differently with this combat that I'm going to try out is first off, I'm going to roll initiative for everyone separately. So instead of having all of the enemies go at the exact same time, they're all going to have different initiatives and they're going to go in between to kind of break up the combat a little bit. In addition to that, instead of just going off of base hit point scores for them, I guess this doesn't matter as much, but instead of going off of base hit point scores for them, I actually rolled all of their hit points. So they all will have, just to make it feel a little bit more live, they all have varying hit point levels among the NPCs.
Varying hit point levels that are. What number?
Really low.
That are based on their actual hit points, but
Totaling.
Get the
That I could trick them.
Trick the DM
well,
into
the total's
telling
very
us the
different numbers.
HP of the mind flayers.
Dude, I love it because I can move this turn order on mine too, so it can be on the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Is
All
Edwin
right,
0?
I'm going to go ahead and get the initiatives set up for them real quick.
Will it organize the turn orders on
It
roll
will,
20,
yeah.
or do we have to?
I
Okay.
have to set it, but it will.
Okay.
Nice.
He says
So
as
you
he
have to
walks
put
away.
your thing in there
Oh,
in
here.
the turn.
Oh, I'm 11.
Roll 20.
How'd you roll it for initiative specifically?
I made a macro.
Ash the Catman.
So now you can go put it in
I
the
love
turn
that.
order.
Uh,
Sure, how?
I didn't
Type
put
mine
that in there.
Dude, I do not like that I'm going first.
What did you
Sure the
roll?
Most about them.
I rolled a 19 plus 3.
Dang, dude.
I know. I like the last fight where I barely made it in time and then I missed all the dwarfs, so I have no blood on my hands.
It's all about a clean conscience for
Well,
Nom Namo.
Not really. he
Here's your
doesn't
second
care.
chance.
Like how my Mac hates being alive right now. It's like
Edwin, do you have an initiative?
How do I do that?
Just roll. and-
Take a d20
did.
dice and roll it on your.
No, I
Rolling
did that.
circles.
How do
He
I?
has the number.
How do
just
I
click
do
on
it?
the number.
Just click
Can
on
you
the
see it in
number.
the turn order?
I can't click on the 0. It won't let me do nothing.
Oh, you know what? Let me make sure I gave you control of your character back because I was using your character to test
Oh.
earlier and I took control.
I'll stop moving my character. Did you see that? That's so
There we go.
cool.
11.
Perf. And then
I made a macro
bam.
for initiative. I made a macro for a D20, and I made a macro for lightning bolt.
Nice.
Is it just the dice number in parentheses?
What?
Is that how you write it?
What?
I haven't messed around with the code, so I
Uh,
can't answer that. All right.
Here you go.
Let's get started, shall we?
How to roll
don't-
dice.
I don't need no keyboard. I'm about to die anyway. All that storytelling that I did sucks.
Just don't do anything stupid.
What do you mean stupid? You mean like actually play on Thursday night? Oh man, this is gonna be scary.
Let's set that up later.
You guys are the ones that pushed me to have a second session on Thursday nights. We could have
Mm.
prolonged this to Monday.
Oh, we
no,
could
please no.
No.
right.
cannot handle the stress.
You can't.
It's, does anything look super strange on anyone's screens? Because I was using a bunch of dynamic lighting things and stuff like that. So does everything look?
Looks
normal
fine. I mean,
for
all I see is
Blacked
black,
out
and
where
I
it
think
should
It's
be
all
black.
black.
I can't.
All black.
I can't control
Correct
my
for
character, but
them, I
that might
think.
be because. Oh no, I can. I was on the measurement tool. Never mind.
It's all black on mine. Ooh, okay.
Now it's
Okay.
all black.
Mine's
I
all
see.
black,
I actually
so-
know why. Let me fix.
All I
this
see is
Now
my
it's
own
better.
character.
I
The
can see
dark
stuff
vision
on mine now.
modifiers on for people who have dark vision.
So yeah, I'd left dark vision off for those that didn't have dark vision.
But I
and
did
then
a
I
spell.
was using. Yeah, I totally had forgotten about the spell when I was setting this up, and then I was using the light system to emanate light from Edwin since he had that spell going, but it doesn't like to interface vision and light at the same time. It gets really weird, so I just went with the dark vision. So everyone should be able to see now. Can everyone see now?
I cannot see now.
I see
No.
black.
Ooh, I'm good.
Zoom out
This is going really well.
because I can see it.
I
I
zoomed
have
all the
to
way
zoom
out, and now I see a tiny black box.
I can
Yeah.
see my character and nothing else.
Yep,
What?
my character and nothing else.
Whatever.
Oh,
you,
I can see everything.
Whatever you did to mine, it worked.
I know that.
Let me try doing this and this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's
Ooh.
dice.
I see dice on the nothingness.
There you go,
Do you see
Adon.
anything now,
This is gripping.
Ash?
That's the
stuff.
one.
Hey, if you like our channel, just click subscribe down below the window. Great thing.
Give us
to
a
guys.
like.
Give us a like.
Subscribe to Joshua Winters
Yeah, subscribe.
YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube. You can see my vlog
Sure,
from
did I
2
do
years
that?
ago that I stopped doing because it was embarrassing.
Control.
It's on there.
You should be able to see fine. I have an ability on my side that lets me like mimic what vision you have, and you can see on my screen. So
Okay, should I like refresh the page?
maybe because you have vision. I gave everyone vision, and I'm checking all of you, and you can all see.
Oh wow, it moves around with our characters. It's interesting.
Refreshing.
This is refreshing. Hey, it worked. Refreshing.
And
Well, never mind.
And mine went dark after
Nope.
I refreshed. and
Mine's
it's
dark.
still dark.
Mine's dark.
that. Whatever just changed, I had vision and then it's
Roll
Oh,
20
maybe
is
when I refreshed,
so-
I refreshed your.
Oh, now I'm
what is
back.
it?
Now I see.
Roll 20 is so cool, but at the same time, it's so buggy. I've been
Is it-
dealing with these problems all day, and I thought I got them figured out, but I didn't.
And now I
Is
can
it-
see
It
again.
has.
I'm also completely frozen because I tried to move a character and it broke. So. Hold on, I'm gonna have to refresh too.
Well, maybe I need to do a different browser. I'm using Brave.
Firefox
I'm
works
using
really well.
Brave and I can see.
Oh, now I can see. Good job,
Try
Tim.
moving your character.
Fine.
Did it
But
work?
did-
Oh, now I've got shadows.
Oh,
Right.
move your character.
Move your character,
So guys,
guys.
Move your
Here-
character.
when we're in here using the like dynamic lighting and stuff like that,
Yeah, if everyone moves their character, I think it makes it visible.
also when we're in here and using that, try not to move your character until it's actually time to move, because
That made me want to
potentially,
die.
like see things that
Oh.
you're not supposed to see and stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Somehow
let's
roll 20. Oh no.
go here up to where we were. Okay. Is anyone not able to see still?
Alec, because he's booting up.
Yeah. Dang it.
Wow, that sucked.
All right, I'm gonna
What'd you
say
do?
the
Still
order.
can't say anything.
All right, Drew.
Got to move your character.
I'm good.
Just
I can see
wiggle,
mine.
wiggle your character.
I can't see my character.
Oh,
He's not on my screen.
Okay, so here, Jack, turn your camera on and off.
that's a different problem.
What happened?
Yeah. In the effort of refreshing my
Matt,
screen.
on and off.
Did your computer die?
Michael.
No, it froze or Safari
off.
froze.
Yeah, it happened
Tyler,
for us,
on and
too.
off.
I had to restart the browser.
Tim, on and off.
I have no idea why Alec can't see. Everything's set for you to be able
Wait,
to see.
did
have
you move
control
your
of
character?
I could see my character before I refreshed the page, and now that I've refreshed the page, I
Force-
cannot see my character.
Force quit Safari and rejoin Roll20.
Hold on. How about now?
Safari's still working. There it is. Okay. Now I move
Probably
my
put the
character.
camera Off,
Yeah.
Move him.
character off screen.
Now can you
Nothing.
see?
Nope.
Oh, I'm black again. Move my character. I can see again.
Yeah, I think it's.
That's really irritating. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
You guys can see the enemies and stuff, right?
Yeah, I can see the dwarfs at least.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to see the other guys if they're outside of our field of vision.
But wait, so if you're here, oh yeah, that is outside your field of vision, huh? That's fine. That's normal. Gosh, that's annoying. I don't know what to do about that to fix that for Alec.
Okay. Should I just exit out of the out of Roll20 and try
Yeah.
and sign back in?
20
Yeah.
freaking broke again. Come on, don't do that.
Who else is watching on YouTube?
I think Trevor might be on there, and Shelby might be on there as well.
Oh.
So if you only see black, it's not registering you as having control of your character. But then once it's like, oh yeah, you do have control. That's what the forums are
that's what it
saying.
Seems to be, but I've double checked to make sure.
We just turn off dynamic lighting.
Theoretically.
I don't like to turn off dynamic lighting. This is a really cool thing.
It's cool, but I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So
Yeah, I think we could get it to work.
And Ash has night vision.
I do.
All of my dynamic lighting just broke. What the heck? Oh no, it's back.
Maybe we should turn it off. So okay,
I can see.
I'm back, and my character has disappeared again.
Here, let me.
He might not
put
have
you off
control.
Screen, so let me scroll you back.
Does he have control?
I mean, I can move him, but
Yeah,
it doesn't mean I can see
It has
things.
registered that you have control. If I do this. Still nothing?
Nope.
Try to go into your settings and hit reset player video avatar location button.
What?
Ash.
Nothing.
Cool. Your Mac sucks.
That is definitely not the issue. Roll20 sucks.
Hold on.
I've never had a problem with Roll20 in my life.
Had almost nothing but problems with Roll20 so far.
Yeah, pretty sure
it's such a
we've
cool
experienced lots of
platform,
problems.
but it's really buggy right now.
It might not work very well with Safari. If you're having bugs on Safari and he's having bugs on Safari, you should.
Move the player's
We might have
I've
to
used
try it.
Chrome and
Do you
I've
have
been
something
fine.
against Apple, bro?
Oh yeah, I use Brave.
The heck? What?
The heck is Brave?
Brave is great.
Brave is for nerds.
It
I don't
is.
know what that is. I've never heard of that.
Do you have Chrome or something on your computer?
Try Chrome.
Yeah, it might just be. Safari is kind of
Doo-doo.
They don't like to work with other
to play
people.
with like different sorts of web apps and stuff like that. Safari's a little stingy.
I don't have Chrome unless you guys want me to wait to download it.
I mean,
Yeah.
anything's better than Safari, in my opinion.
All right. Well, these opinions don't matter right now. We need to fix Roll20.
Yeah,
That
download
would potentially
Chrome.
fix Roll20 to not use Safari.
You guys,
We're telling you.
why
I'm an
can't you
IT
just turn off the
download
dynamic
Chrome,
lighting? That seems like a one-click solution.
I mean, it's a one-click solution, but it's kind of a last resort solution because it means you guys there's like no. It just opens the whole map and makes it look.
Means there's no surprise.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll download it. Give me like
Surprise! You need to download
Technical
Chrome.
difficulty slide.
We really need to make a technical difficulties slide.
Could be my face doing this.
With how many technical difficulties we've had.
this will end soon because we won't be having to do this.
Right.
Hopefully for that long.
Feel free to leave us a dope like.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
If
Is
you
that what
like
we're
these
calling them now?
issues, subscribe to this channel.
Dope likes. Feel free to leave a dope like. Maybe a swiggity subscribe.
Yeah.
Maybe a dumb dislike if you're dumb.
Whoa. Gotta turn that sound off.
It's already starting to get way too hot in here because my MacBook is running at 180 degrees.
What are you doing?
Have Zoom open and that's about it.
Your brand new MacBook?
Yeah, it's Apple, Drew. Come on.
Oh, I see why.
Apple is like, what? You're running a program that uses computing? Fans? 100%. MacBook? Steam.
Yep.
You guys have pretty strong views.
Listen, I prefer PC over everything. However,
As
Apple's the standard for my job,
As is mine.
unfortunately. I
You
don't
can
know
get-
who decided that.
You could get Fruity Loops.
I already have Fruity Loops, Drew. That was the first DAW I ever used.
Yeah.
That's the first
That-
DAW I ever used too.
I bought that 10 years ago when it was in like FL9.
Okay. At least a year ago, it said Roll20 only supports public release Chrome and Firefox browsers.
Bruh.
Well, there's it.
Well, it's been using, it's been working for me.
We
Well,
haven't done
it's
anything
it's
in
just
Roll20
because
yet.
they use different code and stuff like that, so they may not be writing stuff for like dynamic lighting and how that application works within browser for Safari.
Also, there's a lot of JavaScript and web browser API stuff that Safari might not be able to call.
Yeah,
Literally all
I
we've
like Mac
done-
more than PC, but like it's just a case that for years Apple has always been a little bit stingier and slower to release their software or to work well with things. That's just how they do it. They're slow to like have support for stuff. It's not an Apple problem, but that's why Roll20 in a place like this won't make support for it.
Right. Doesn't mean Apple sucks.
Yeah,
Although
doesn't
pretty much
mean-
everyone says that.
It's
I
not
don't
the
think
best.
Apple sucks.
I don't think it sucks. I think they just charge too much.
I think it's overpriced for what you get. I think that my i9 MacBook with an 8GB card in it shouldn't be $4,000. That doesn't make sense to me.
They both suck for different reasons.
Yeah. I'm much.
They need ADP Threadrippers.
I just need them to stop running AMD stuff. And
AMD.
yeah, as long as if they ever switched over to NVIDIA, I think that Mac would be superior because I like its operating system way more. It's just its functionality doesn't work as well because AMD doesn't work as well with everything.
They picked the wrong end of AMD. They need the AMD processors, not their graphics cards.
Yeah.
The graphics suck.
Yeah, if they had Threadrippers and the MacBooks and then had NVIDIA cards, I think it would run a lot smoother.
Yeah.
I think that it wouldn't take an hour for me to export a 50-minute service with barely any effects.
Well, actually, I just exported our services, right? The Easter ones with all the stuff in there on a GTX 1080 on a PC. It took an hour.
Yeah.
Out of Premiere Pro. So it's not like...
Well, it's Premiere as well. Premiere is not optimized for exporting at all. Resolve gives me 25-minute times to export. And then if I export the same exact thing with the same settings on Premiere, it takes an hour.
Is Resolve Mac only?
No, Resolve is PC and Mac.
That's surprising.
Resolve is free to use unless you get the paid version. But once you pay $300, you have it for life with every update. Very good. I just edit all my stuff in Resolve now. I just prefer it. I just rebound everything to have the same shortcuts as Premiere. Which I still have yet to do on the new Mac. I have to reset all of my custom keybinds.
You're right back.
I love how for this instance we were just like, let's just let the stream watch us.
That's what I've been thinking this whole time. I just told Sarah I could play a match of COD with her before we figured this out. Just switch the stream
I
over.
just rolled my die and rolled a natural 20. I'm mad about it.
Well, for what it's worth, it looks really cool, Tim.
I
If you
like
can-
it.
I agree. There's so much cool stuff this software can do, and I want to get it all working really well. But I was having the hardest time earlier today trying to get a lot of this stuff working.
Chromatic orb. Can I import my character sheet into this thing? -20.
All right. Are we good now?
Are we?
Nope. Still working on it.
Downloading Chrome?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a WebRTC thing that this uses, and that's what Safari doesn't get along with.
Makes sense.
To the screen.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
I
Like
just-
an hour ago, Daniel Goulding posted on his story that his trash can was really dirty and gross, and then he paid some dudes to come by and clean it for him.
What?
And then he said that he's really stoked that they're clean now. And
But he couldn't just like turn on a hose by
yeah,
himself.
hosed them out. But he paid like a truck, like a full dump truck, to come power wash the crap out of it.
Weird.
Oh.
There's a my son is like super into garbage trucks, so like we get up every Tuesday. The truck comes by in the morning, and
So you're really happy
he ended
about
up through like a friend of a friend, actually Denise Sutherland's friend. Her son is like super into garbage trucks too, and he brought over like 20 garbage truck toys. And that was like only
Oh.
like a small portion of his collection because he had like run out of space. So we have all these garbage truck toys. But that kid, he's like 7, but he started a business cleaning garbage cans for people and taking their garbage out for them.
Ah.
And he has like 30 houses that he does every week in like different parts of Gilbert and stuff like that. And
And he's 7?
He's like 7. He's like 7 or 8 or
Yeah.
something like that.
That's awesome.
And he's like my son's hero. 'Cause he gave him a dozen garbage trucks that all make noises. Stupid garbage trucks making.
Okay, I'm signing into Roll20. Give me a sec.
We should start using Thursdays to do one shots that experiment with new features of things to get them out of the way.
I think
And then
we shouldn't like advertise this as online as like a D&D game. We should advertise it as us like getting really picky about specific platforms and computer types and stuff like that.
Welcome to Tech Talk.
Welcome to Tech Talk over D&D.
Jack, your voice is happening in Roll20.
Oh, shoot. How to do that?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Okay, you guys, if this doesn't work,
You're gonna be kind of mad, aren't you?
yeah.
But it's gonna work.
it was worth a
That's
try.
right.
It is.
Either way.
Yeah.
But being such a negative Nancy, come on.
Ooh,
It's
a
gonna
different
work.
It's
option.
working, isn't it?
I have some skepticism. We'll see.
He's like, I just really like Safari and I don't want to use Chrome.
I don't have preference either way. I just want to not be stressed out about mind flayers right now.
Because Mozilla Firefox, that's
Please,
what's
no.
good.
Hello. Hello.
I don't
like do the- have a-
I don't like the RAM usage of Chrome, although its extension system is pretty great.
Hey, I can see stuff.
Gosh, I could see you making a YouTube channel and talking like that.
Jack.
All right.
Well,
Are
you
we
know,
good?
Hello.
Safari doesn't
That's
support
what it sounds
WebRTC,
like whenever
which is
Wow.
pretty
I have
uncommon
comms
for a
on,
web browser to not have
and
support
Tim
of.
goes and picks up his headset. About
I'm
meeting.
just going to unplug my headset. Done. Okay.
Hey, you can see things.
Yay.
Yay! Safari! Did somebody say Safari? Yay!
No, nobody said that ever.
It's
Never,
a dog.
never. Stop going up there.
Sorry,
Stay where I'm like picking up the halfling and putting him back.
but I can see him.
It's very nom-nomo of him.
This
It's-
is very much the reason I didn't want to use dynamic lighting.
Hey man,
over here.
hey man, what are you doing? There's a setting you can
I'm gonna
do
put you over
on
here
there.
so you can't see anything.
No, I can see outside of the cave now.
Exactly.
Ooh. Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
can
wait,
see
Nom Nom.
both.
Can you see both?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be
Quick.
able to
I know.
see.
Hey,
Nom Nom, a secret meeting.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing again. Every time I try to move you, it freezes.
Ugh.
hey,
Oh man.
Tim.
Hold
There's
on.
a setting for dynamic lighting that you check, and it
Mhm.
won't let you see the changes to dynamic lighting until you put your person down.
Oh, I thought I did that already.
No, so I can move and I can see the shadows moving before I release.
Yeah, I totally thought I did that already. So the big problem that I was having was that there are two different types of dynamic lighting, and they're both called dynamic lighting. But there's like a legacy one, and then there's a new one that they're making. The legacy one is the one that has the option to not change until it drops. But that one was not working at all when
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to do it earlier.
All
So
right.
I used the updated dynamic lighting, but that one only has like on and off, and
Okay. All right.
basically it. So that's why
Okay.
I didn't have that. I just remember.
I'm going back to encounter screen because
Oh,
we're
well, that's-
totally 100% ready.
Totally fine.
Nope.
I like to call this my dynamic beard lighting.
Nom
What-
Namo, go back where I put you.
I'm back there. I'm back. You need to refresh.
Okay. Is everyone good?
Nope. I closed out of Safari and Roll20 freaked out and logged me out because I apparently was logged in two places. Give me a second.
Makes sense.
I guess.
I don't do that.
Learning a lot. Give me a second.
We're all learning a lot.
I think you need a new Mac.
We're gonna start
yeah.
this. All right, we're ready. So the mind
It's
flayers
8
look
years
kind
old,
of
so-
bored and just walk away. They're like, this is taking too long.
We're all just standing here. They're like, are they gonna attack?
They're like, yeah, we're sending like these possessed dwarfs at you. So
Okay,
They're just standing there.
I'm ready.
It's great because we like did that whole like cinematic recap intro, and now it's like I should just
And
read
then we
the whole
saw
thing
it. We're
again.
like, oh.
We'll do it again, Tim.
And they cut out Ash's other eye, and he can't see anything. Give us a minute.
Oh man, great.
Technical difficulties
mean,
putting
This
HP
would
into
be
his.
a perfect moment. As soon as you get vision figured out in Roll20, I'll just cut your other eye out so you can't see anything.
I love it.
I will leave this campaign again.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Except this
Okay.
time I won't
Is
come
it?
back.
You have that alt click function, right? That can make me focus on things,
Yep. Here you go.
or is it shift click? Yeah, that's cool.
That is nice.
That's
It's
cool.
like a shift ping.
Shift
Cool.
ping.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right. Let's
Thank you for
restart.
your
Greetings,
patience.
Vision travelers.
Oh, should I play the stinger? Here, I'm gonna play. All right.
And 30 minutes in,
Greetings,
we
Vision
begin.
travelers, and welcome back.
First try.
All right.
Hey, Trevor,
let's
if you were
just-
thinking about playing D&D, it's obviously very exciting, but
It's
you're gonna have to
so
wait.
much fun. It's obviously better when we're at a table. All right, I'm gonna pull the turn order back up so everyone can see that. Let's make sure that it is.
Wait, we
Oh,
played in
no.
person before?
Wait, what happened to all of my turn orders? Went away on half my guys. Oh well.
Oh,
Reroll them,
no.
That's fine.
No,
There's
don't.
been a couple.
If it's,
I never saw him.
they
Oh yeah,
better be
I
lower.
never saw him. I don't think you put him in.
There were only like 2 or 3 that I saw that actually got put in.
I definitely did put all of them in, but it probably just didn't save or something. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's dumb. Okay. It lets you type it in and then it lets you go to the next box, but if you don't hit enter in the current box before going to a different box, it just doesn't save.
Gotta go
which is
back and
pretty stupid.
rename
They're all
these.
rolling really low though, so I guess that's good for you guys.
But for me,
Oh,
Alright.
did
Kinda sound
Sarah
like
give us a like?
Mercedes team like there for a second. Box, 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 box.
Is there audio on the stinger? What did
Oh
Sarah
my
get scared
gosh.
by?
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Excuse me.
You should run it
Oops.
again just because you can, because she's probably not.
Tyler, do you see that in the chat? Does that actually work? Did my macro
I
work?
see chromatic orbs. I see
Cool.
cold
That's what I
orbs.
meant. I was making sure that the the emote worked.
Yeah,
So I have a macro that prompts me for the type of damage that I pick.
How
and
do
it
you,
does a
how do you
roll.
do a like
It's
a
pretty
emote
cool.
like that?
I have to type it to you like not in
Okay.
Roll20.
We should
Don't worry about
probably
it, that's fine.
like just do this, right?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
started. All right. Top of the turn order. It's gonna start off with Nom Namo.
Oh, dang it. I was
Yeah, we should probably do this, right?
All right, cool. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to. Oh, this is gonna be pretty fine. Man.
We've sat here for the last hour and you haven't know what you're gonna do.
No, because I was talking about Safari and Chrome. Okay, so I'm
We're
going.
talking about the Chrome extensions.
Well, the Chrome extension is a little. It's not as advanced as Firefox's deep integration with Excel, but sorry, I'm done.
Wow.
Right
I'm like an admin.
You should make a character like that after you die tonight.
I was
Oh,
jokingly
man.
saying this is gonna be a short session, but it's 9:30, so it's actually gonna be a short session.
Yeah.
All right then.
It's just going to be 3 hours of fighting mind flayers.
And it would
But that's
be-
exactly how long it's probably going to take.
20 minutes. We're just gonna throw you right at them.
Okay, I am gonna run to here.
So do it.
To here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you were fine with it.
No, it's
And
fine.
then
you can
I'm-
make a character when we're in combat.
I'm gonna go. It's the mind flayers. I'm going after the ugly dwarf though, and then I'm gonna take my staff, and I'm gonna kind of say something like really druidic, and then I'm gonna swing my staff, and it's gonna turn into a thorn whip, and I'm gonna hit Drugar C.
What did you say?
Duragar. What? I said
Durgar.
What you
it's
said?
Nipper Rendrit. So it's hard to understand.
Okay.
So
Is that from the Cardi B song?
yeah.
And roll the attack for that.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Or is that Nicki Minaj?
Rolling it. I got a. Oh, I forgot. I need to do the modifiers. You remember that. So it's 15.
15 does not hit.
15
You're
doesn't
swing.
hit.
15 is not hit. So you're gonna swing, and it's basically just gonna hit some of the armor on the front of his body and just kind of deflect off.
And then I'm gonna go. Oh no! And then I'm just gonna stand there. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. So this Durgar is going to. It's Durgar C's turn.
Oh man, he saw me miss.
Durgar.
He's like. Oh, it's the Durgar.
That's not what I called them when I played Skyrim, but that's kind of funny.
What did you call him?
I didn't call him that. I called him Draugr.
It's,
those
well,
are
they're different.
Yeah. those
Yeah, these are not Draugrs.
I know.
It's a similar word though.
This is
They're
like
Dutgars.
Ermagerd. We're gonna go to
All
Durgar.
right, he's going to step up and he's
Durgar.
going to take a swing at Nom Namo.
Cool.
Which is going to be. Why did it do that? That's weird.
0 successes, Tim.
It's a 14. I had the target number thing still turned on, but it's a
Right.
14.
14. Is my
And
armor
plus
class.
4 equals 0 successes.
Does that hit or miss?
It's my armor class. It's 14.
Okay, so yeah, that's a hit. That's gonna be.
I thought tie goes to the player.
Tie. You have to meet or exceed a DC.
Oh, got it.
7 piercing damage.
All right.
And that'll do it for him. That brings us to Ash the Catman.
Ow, man.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so we all saw the mind flares, or did we not? Since we can't see them on roll 20.
So there was a conversation that happened just prior to us ending the session last week. So you guys are all you guys are all aware that they're there.
Okay, we just
It's
can't see
more-
them yet.
Yeah, it's more of just like if they're like in range but you can't see them, then you can't see them.
Okay,
So more for like technical stuff.
okay. I'm going to go help out Nam Namo. And Chrome is really slow.
I think that's your computer, Salt.
I can move you if you.
Safari was very fast for me.
help you out.
That's all I'm
Except
saying.
it didn't work.
It's probably running a little slower than it used to, just because so many scripts are running in this session because of how many
Okay.
things we have built into it. Because we've not used Roll20 for any more than like basically Paint.
Yeah, maybe it's like the map.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaking out.
Stay focused.
Okay.
Yes. What you gonna do?
All right. So I will attack this Durigar
Okay.
with advantage, right? Because I'm flanking.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna like try and kick the back of his legs so he like kneels or something. But I'm not gonna try and make him prone. Just trying to do that for flair.
Okay.
He's already like 2 feet tall, right?
Yeah, they're like 3.5 feet, 4 feet tall, something like that.
Nice.
Okay. 14 with advantage.
The 14 is the final number.
Yeah, it was a 7 and a 1.
Yep. Then no hit.
Okay. I guess I brushed his leg. I'll do it again.
Okay.
That's a 19 and an 18.
19 to hit.
26.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And that's a 1 on the damage plus 4. 5.
Perfect. All right.
And
Anything
he's
else, Thrash?
Dead.
Please. Nope. I'm conserving my energy.
All right. Ooey doobie.
Sounds good to me. Your boy, me, ooh is I'm gonna do a big yeet, and I'm gonna take out my bow and advance to here. And then I lied. I'm gonna advance to here, and then I'm going to, with my dagger in my hand, also dangling off of my thumb. This is an important step for what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot at Mind Flayer B.
Okay.
Cool. And bink, batink, skiat.
Oh.
I hate my life.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit.
So, remember that dagger that's hanging off your thumb?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on the floor now.
cool.
Oh.
So I'm going to use my bonus action and pick it up.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
So sorry. Anything else?
No.
Oh, I'm leaving
Frankly,
that
it
up on the
could have
screen
been
as
way
long as I
worse.
can. Oh, man.
All right.
It's so good.
That actually wouldn't make sense. This guy's going to go into. He's going to take a couple steps up to about right there. And that's actually going to do it for him. Then we have Mr. Mind Flayer. And this guy. is actually going to come out of the gate swinging, and he's going to use Mind Blast right off the bat.
What is he, Jimmy Neutron?
I guess so. I don't get that reference, but I guess so. It's going to be, let me check the range on this real quick. All right, I need Ash, Ui, Nam Namo, Edwind, and Koros to make a intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Good thing I'm really
In roll
stupid.
20.
Wherever you want to make it, doesn't matter.
I'll try one.
You're
more time.
such. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It
Wow.
was
See it?
cocked on.
Cocked on
20.
a one.
It was cocked on a 1, but
Sweet.
it gave me 19. Oh god, 22.
18.
10.
Is that everybody? That was the 5, right?
That almost made me swear. It made me
Am I
mad.
missing somebody? Oh, I'm missing yours because you were not on there. What did you get, Ash?
10.
10. Okay. Let me just double check. Okay. So, everybody succeeded with the exception of Ash. Ash is going to take 25 psychic damage.
Okay. That was more than half my hit points.
Okay.
Mm.
Second to find a icon for this. Let's just use that. In addition to the damage, Ash is also stunned for the time being. Let me pull up.
Well, it was fun playing with you guys.
Not that one.
Oh boy.
So does like psychic damage hurt inside my brain?
More or less.
Is it like a really bad headache?
With no effects.
Like a migraine?
What did I call it? Where is it?
It's just like, ow, wow, that was really unfortunate, but I still have all of my HP.
There it is. System shock. That's what I called it.
Okay, maybe it's not like that.
It should be. I'm trying to help you out.
I'm gonna
System
die.
Shock. Where's the table?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine, you guys. It's okay.
All I know is I'm about to get stabby. And
Um,
not our friend stabby. I'm gonna actually get stabby.
Hey Ash,
Yeah.
roll a d12.
Roll a d12.
Roll a d12.
Oh, this is the first time I get to roll a d12. 2.
This is one of the few instances in this game where the lower the number is, the better that is. I guess suppose that means I probably should have rolled it, but I like having
Thank
those
you.
those things anyway.
Oh,
So,
no, thank you.
That doesn't actually matter all that much because I guess it kind of does. It gives you disadvantage on your rolls until the end of your next turn. You're
Well, I'm stunned
right now, though.
until. Okay.
You're gonna redo a saving throw at the beginning of your next turn anyway, though, so that's okay.
Okay.
That will end that.
Like an
round for
intelligence
this turn.
saving throw?
Yeah, you'll redo the saving throw.
Okay.
So we're gonna move on to the next one.
Why do I turn Tim up?
I'm sorry, I don't know why
Can't.
it's so quiet. The next one is going to. Let me make sure I know the range on this. Yep, that's within
You
range.
guys gotta cut Tim a break. He's never used sound equipment before.
Never,
right.
never in my life. That's why I'm so baffled by how poorly this thing is performing right now. Anyway, the next one is going to cast Confusion on Edwind Helmfast. Edwind, please make a Wisdom saving throw.
Time to check my macro.
The macro check-in? You
Your-
have a macro
your what?
check-in? You think it's checking?
It works.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, that. Wow.
The what? Define works.
I got a
Wait, which
3.
one are you? Okay.
Oh, great. Okay. So, as you're kind of beginning this combat sequence, you start to feel just like the only way you could describe it is like just strange like interference in your brain. Like you can't quite think straight, and things are kind of shifting around that don't really make sense. Roll a d10.
Sounds like ADHD. Also 3.
Also 3. The result of that, essentially, you just feel such a strong disorientation that it's confusing you to the point that you just don't quite know what to do in the given moment. The end result of that spell is that the creature does not move or take actions this turn.
Good thing my turn's next.
Yeah.
So we're just going to
Just gonna get past that.
give you that guy, and then we will move past you, and then we'll go to this guy. This guy is going to take a couple steps up, and I believe that is probably as far as he can go. He can get up to right there.
That's neat. It's a great spot for him to be.
Yep,
Really
he's gonna
excited about
attack.
him doing that.
He's going to attack Nom Namo. It's going to be 4. $14 again. And that's your AC, right?
14, yep, that's it.
And that is 13 piercing damage. All right, Adon. I think you're muted. I cannot hear you.
I'm gonna first cast my spiritual guardians upon myself,
Okay.
and then second, I'm gonna cast mass healing word on Ash and Nom Namo, and that is going to be 5 for Ash and Nom Namo. 5 healing for both of you guys. And I'm gonna move over here next to Koros. Actually, right here. And that'll conclude my turn.
All right. That brings us to Mr. Number A. And that's all he can do, which brings us to Doll.
Oh, and I
Okay.
switched. Oh, guys, I've been so dumb. I've been on this peaceful meditation music, and I need to be on battle music. So, battle music.
Just for yourself or for the stream?
For the stream, I found a bunch of royalty-free
Oh, no.
music on Spotify. It's bad, but it's like great for this. It's so good.
Ash, did you recover your 5 hit points?
You guys, Chrome is like freezing constantly on my side, so
Do you have any other applications?
if you
open?
can do it for
There you
me.
go.
Yeah, I got you. I did.
Nope.
Oh, it's there.
I've got
Oh, no, it's
Zoom
not.
and,
Yeah, you're at
and
20 now.
Chrome.
I did it for you. That was me. I got you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Doll, what you doing?
All right. I am going to strike. What is this guy right here? C?
C.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to strike him with my Sword of Answering.
Okay.
And
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
all right.
Nice.
And my damage on that is eight.
8.
Hmm.
All right.
And then my second attack is going to be the Frostbrand Scimitar.
Okay.
So I need, that will be
Oh, that'll do it.
25.
That'll
that'll
do it.
do it.
25. That'll hit.
All right. And then this is going to be 1d6 plus 3.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Damn.
But he also gets another 1d6 for or for cold damage.
Okay.
Is that correct? I believe that's
I
correct.
believe that is correct. Yeah.
Sounds good, so it should happen.
Yeah,
Did you-
and another 2.
Did you
All
also
right.
account for the horde breaker?
No, I'm getting ready to do that.
Yep. So that that attack against Durgar C is actually going to do it. So you come in and just relentlessly with 2 attacks back to back, just break through his defenses as he stumbles backwards, and he is dead.
Hanzo.
He has
And then I
F.
get another swing at Dugar D.
Durgar.
All right.
Durgar.
Durgar. Get the Durgar D. Get Durgar D, not Durgar B.
We play Dur with Durgar.
Don't
Yeah.
mess with the Durgar.
Durgar.
Oh
That's gonna
man,
be 24.
That'll
Doll
hit.
is working it.
Roll
Hey, can you
damage,
roll for
yeah.
me?
The Goliath is rolling up to do work.
And that's going to
Maybe
be
5 feet over his opponents.
6 plus 3.
That's
That will
that's a good
be-
point.
What the heck?
Another 9. And then I get to another 6 for frost damage. So, or
Oh,
that's one.
Then you get a 1. That's all right.
That's all right.
You had a
Alright,
lot of-
that one's,
lot of
that one's
big
looking a
numbers
little
there.
messed up too. So definitely doing work.
Got that
Anything else for
Durgar
Dom?
D.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, Chorus.
All right. First, as a bonus action, I'm going to light my sword on fire and take 5 damage. All right. I was born for this.
Ow! It's
You guys
hot.
you just see me like tense in pain. And I like to think that the flame sparks in my eyes, and then I come back to normal, and it moves.
You
to
see him
my
pull his sword
sword.
out and go.
It's just like, it stings.
And then I'm gonna cast a spell that I have and totally had the whole time, called Protection from Good and Evil.
What?
Okay.
What does it do? I'm gonna look it up online.
Protects him from good and evil.
And I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna I'm gonna move to right here on this guy, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to B. B is going to step up to here.
Dude, that's a
which
good spell.
Actually brings him into the range of Adon's guardians. What was the DC on that, Adon?
You're muted.
You're muted.
I keep in chips. Wisdom of 14.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys look like a bunch of dummies.
That's a fail. How much damage?
19.
19 damage?
Oh, look at
Dang.
that.
Yep.
19. What?
Bro,
That was a good roll.
That was a
That-
great roll.
that kills him. The second he walks
Oh.
up, he walks up to Uwe, pickaxe in hand, and as he kind of brings his arm back to swing, you watch as he steps into this area that is just protected by Adon's spiritual guardians, and
These little
just
blue
gets-
orbs.
yeah, just gets pummeled
Dude.
by these blue orbs and falls.
I'm
to
just
the
saying, you got to get up into that fight.
I gotta get in the middle of them by D&E.
Perfect. That does it for him, which brings us to Nam Namo.
So I get hit and all the stuff's happening around me, and then I see Ash that feel the psychic wave, and either because I am so deeply wise or I'm so permafried, it doesn't affect me, but I see it affect Ash, and I'm like, Catman, no! And I get really angry, and my eyes kind of go purple, light up, and then I point my staff at Mind Flayer B, and I cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Okay.
And so he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ow.
And I'm gonna just do this.
Let me double check his saves here.
Draw a circle around him because that's what it does.
That's gonna fail. How much damage?
Oh. Sorry, I'm not prepared for anything. It should be 3d8. Wait, no. 3d10. Right. And then if it's a shapeshifter, yeah. It's a shapeshifter. Is it a shapeshifter or is it just an elf? Please be an elf. Please be an elf. Please be an elf.
All along.
Please be an elf. Please be an elf.
Reveal people with that.
All right, 3d10.
Oh,
Oh my
did you see that roll
goodness.
off of that
Wow.
All right, so he does 6 damage.
6 damage.
And so that will be my main move, and then I will, at the same time, cast I will save you, Catman, and I will cast Cure Wounds on him at level 3. And so that will be.
Aren't those both in action?
Oh, I thought Cure Wound is.
Your wound is an action.
Oh, you're right.
Healing word is a bonus action.
Healing Word, that's the one. Sorry, my
Healing
bad.
word. Yep, you're right.
So let me see. A bonus action. Healing Word, 1st level, so that's not much, but it's yeah, let me just make sure. Cool, that's not. Oh, wait. Oh, it will be.
It uses a level 3 slot.
1d4 plus 3. So d4 plus 3. So that will. Ooh, nice. 7 for Ash.
1d4 plus 3 is a level 3 spell.
No, I couldn't do my
Yeah,
level
go
3.
back down to
It'd be an
level 1.
action.
It's level 1. Thank you.
And the healing word I say is Catman.
Is your mass healing word under your 3rd level?
He was.
You just did a regular healing word.
Anything else for Nom?
I don't have a
okay.
mass healing word. I only have
Oh,
healing
okay.
word.
I gotcha.
He can't heal the masses.
I want mass healing word.
Ash,
I
Oh.
want regular.
go ahead
I
and
could have done that at 3rd level because it's my stupid mouth. It's got me in trouble. I said too much.
It's okay.
Ash,
You did.
go
You
ahead
did good.
and-
Thank you.
Ash, go ahead and make that intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, did you add your?
Oh, you know what? That is actually at the end of your turn, so that disadvantage didn't actually matter at all. But yeah, still make that.
Still make the roll. So
Oh,
what I
okay,
just
yeah.
rolled counts. That's a natural 1.
No.
So you guys watch as Ash, I mean, several seconds later, is still just seemingly just something is wrong in his brain, and he's basically just like him and Edwin both are kind of just not moving, not doing anything, saying anything. That'll move us on to Uwe.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna use my bow
Okay.
on Mind Flayer. Buh.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if this roll goes wrong, I'm turning off 3D dice. Because I've never had an issue with this dice before. Cool. Use it.
Ooh.
There you
Yeet.
go. Roll
Cool.
that damage.
Ooh.
That is 1d6 plus 5. Cool, so 8 damage on that.
Got it.
I think I might attempt to make a very bad decision.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do that. So that dagger that I just picked up as a bonus action is now in my hand, and I am ready to do the strike on Durger A.
Okay.
You go 1d20 plus. I believe it's 8. Yep. Yeet.
Yeah, there it is.
Perfect. And
Yep, that'll
then
hit. Go roll damage.
Yeah. So I'm flanking. So I have advantage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll this one more time just in case I crit. Okay, I don't. And then since I am at advantage, I'm gonna use sneak attack.
Do it.
So this will be 1. Oh, okay. So I have to 1d4 plus 5 on this guy. This is my initial damage. Okay, great. And then this is the sneak attack damage. Something right.
Dang.
All right. That will do it for him. So you watch as Uwe takes a shot at the Mind Flayer, sticks him with an arrow, and then just immediately turns around and just goes to town on this this dwarf and destroys him. Anything else for Uwe?
No.
All right. That brings us to this guy. This guy's just going to take a step up and take a shot at Dahl. Keep reminding myself of the number. 4.
Oop.
Natural 1. So he's going to just swing wide and completely throw himself off balance, not even going to hit Dahl or come close. Brings us to Mind Flayer.
Another one, another one, another one. Gives himself a headache.
Work out for him. He is actually going to see where he can go here. It's all there. So he's actually going to. You watch as he kind of just kind of drifts forward with his levitation, and he is going to repeat the Mind Blast and fire that one more time at the entirety of the group. So that's actually going to affect everybody. Everybody make a intelligence saving throw.
Do I make it as well, or do I like fail it automatically?
Everybody.
Okay.
You might. I don't know if it's.
I know stunning only does like strength and dexterity checks, but as far as
Jeez.
like the
I'm
effective,
done with
I
roll
don't
20's
think
dice.
it'll stop you. Stunned.
10.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Still roll it.
okay.
All right. One by one, what did you guys get? Koros,
11.
Uwe,
17.
Adon,
4.
Edwind,
6.
6.
Ooh. Whoa.
Namo,
I got 10.
Ash,
A 2 plus 1, 3.
Dahl.
20.
Okay. Uwe and Dahl succeed the save. Everybody else is going to take some damage.
What kind of damage?
Psychic.
Psychic.
Yeah, it's psychic damage. It is
Oh,
31
wow.
psychic damage.
I'm
31.
31.
I'm dead.
Anyone who survives that is also gonna have the same condition as Ash and be stunned for the time being.
I fall on the ground, unconscious.
Dang.
How do I
Me
enter
too.
this? It's not entering into my number.
All right.
Can somebody change that for me?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
What is happening? I can't enter damage. What?
So when you click on the green circle and just
Oh,
either
the red
put a
circle
number
isn't
or do a
damage.
minus or a plus.
Okay. It's not working for me.
I got you. I'll do it.
We're all stunned.
Anyone who failed the save, yeah. So Ui and Dahl are fine. Koros, Adon, and Edwind are stunned for the time being. Double check here. Okay, so that's good.
Are there diminishing returns on debuffs like stuns and stuff, so that like I'm not permanently stunned this whole fight?
Wait.
or-
Not
Wait,
technically.
wait.
There are
Koros.
other mechanics that come into play there, but
What?
not in that
Shouldn't he have
sense that
had
you're talking about.
disadvantage on his roll against you?
something he had
It's not
protection
an
against
attack.
good and evil.
Yes, so.
So,
It would, yeah, it would if it was an attack, but it wasn't an attack.
mm,
Then we move on to this guy. Double check this thing here.
No, Catman. Fall to the ground,
Reach my hand out towards him.
grasping my head.
Okay.
Jeez.
Bad buzz.
He is going to cast Confusion again, this time on Dahl. That is going to be a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
Oh, my circle of
Wisdom. Okay.
awesomeness disappears, but I can't. Oh,
Oh, that's 4. That's not good.
In that case, we're going to redo the 1d10 roll. So go ahead and roll a d10, and that'll determine how that affects you. Eight. Oh boy.
oh no.
That's not good.
The well, it could be bad. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. To randomly determine that, we're gonna roll a d6 and just assign 2 to each person that's in your range.
I'm confused. So
let's
Yes, you are.
let's roll a d. Yeah, the spell was confusion. Roll
That
a
rock.
D6.
That rock kind of looks like a creature.
Mm,
Okay, that's the guy in the middle. I was about to say what they were assigned to, but that's gonna be the Durger in the middle. So that actually turns out perfectly for your benefit. So essentially, the way that plays out is you guys watch as the Mind Flayer looks over, kind of just makes like kind of eye contact with Dahl and begins to focus on him, and you watch as he puts his head down and starts to get confused the same way that Edwin does. But instead of reacting the way Edwin did, he just whips out his sword and takes a wild swing forward, which happens to be in the direction of the Durger. So go ahead and roll a attack at the Durger.
okay. So
There's not an extra letter between the R and the G, so it'd just be Durger.
so
Durger.
okay. Let's see.
You guys
That
should go find where they're from so you can fight the Durger King.
I shouldn't have laughed at that. That was a dumb joke.
14. That unfortunately does not hit. So in your just kind of wild swing, you swing over and you just get a bunch of shield, but thankfully you didn't swing at anyone that would actually get hurt really bad by it. That being
Okay.
said, we will move on to Edwind. So the way that stun works is at the end of your turn you make a intelligence saving throw to try to break the stun. So go ahead and make that intelligence saving throw one more time.
Okay.
Did you say at the beginning?
End.
The end. Okay.
I thought it was beginning, but it is actually.
At the end of my turn,
Yep.
so I still get to take a turn.
No, it's at the end of your turn. So your turn passes with you stunned, and then since your turn is ending, you make the intelligence saving throw to see if it breaks moving forward.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Yes.
That's cool.
You are more or less incapacitated.
I'm gonna throw my dice right on top of that mind flayer's face. Yep.
9 is not a save, so that will continue. Then we get Durgar D. He's going to just attack Doll. D20. 2 or 4? I think it's 2. It's 4. 23.
Oh, that'll hit.
Eight. And that's 8 piercing damage for Doll. Next up brings us to a Dawn.
Okay. There's my roll. Cool.
Nope.
All right.
And
That's
then
it?
We get Doll.
All right, Doll's up.
Yep.
Okay. Now I have a question before I attack, and that is, if I choose to use a spell, how does that affect my ability to attack? Do I still get 2 attacks?
Your spell,
As an action?
unless it says that the cast time of the spell is a bonus action, it takes an action, so it would be in place of your attack. When you click on your spell, it shows a casting time. So if it says 1 action, then that
Yep.
means it's taking the place of that action.
Okay, but I get 2 actions, correct?
You get
1 action,
2
1 buff.
attacks per action. So if you make an attack action, you get 2 attacks for it.
Yep.
You only get 1 action.
I only get 1 action. All right. These guys seem to be the bigger threat at the moment, although people with 0 hit points is not exactly good. I'm going to go ahead and attack Durgar D.
Okay.
All right, and let's do this.
I can't believe you're killing us, Tim. After I saved your piano part, you're killing me. Oh, no.
All right, that was 15.
Barely does not hit.
Really? Wow.
Barely.
Okay. Well, I get 2 attacks per, so I can try that again.
Yep. That one's better.
26.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then damage for that is
There you go. 14.
14.
That'll do it. That second attack, after just striking his shield the first time, the second one goes straight through and just cuts him apart.
all right. And then I can use my Horde Breaker to hit the Durgar E.
Go for it.
Okay, and let me go back to, and we'll hit that again. Okay,
Oh.
I think I got him there.
That was a cool little spin.
It was.
And that gets him. Go ahead and roll damage. That's almost a crit. Who just did that?
Who did that?
Me.
Jack, how do you do that? I was trying to remember. how to do that.
Oh, okay.
On the left
7.
side, there's a ruler under the
Oh,
Hour
that's
or
right.
the
Okay, cool.
magnifying glass.
So 7 damage. That actually, let me pull back up the table here. So that was actually more than half of his hit points. So I'm going to roll a system shock for him. Going to be disadvantage, so that's the same one that they got before. So that brings us to Koros. Go ahead and make your intelligence saving throw.
I'm muted. 16.
16 saves. You are no longer stunned. Or no longer stunned.
Is this confusion?
This is confusion.
Aren't we supposed to roll a
I'm sorry, not
D10?
confusion.
And
Confusion was the one that I used on Doll. This is Mind Blast.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then that brings us to Nom Namo. I'm going to make a death save privately for Nom Namo. I'm sorry, not Nom Namo. Or yeah, Nom Namo. One sec. Just remind myself real quick. Yep, that's what I thought. Nom Namo regains 1 hit point after having just rolled a natural 20 on his death save.
Yes.
My
Come on.
question that I was looking for, maybe Alec, maybe you can answer this for me. Does he still
Yeah.
get his turn, or was that his turn?
His turn was rolling the death save.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Alec, you
All right.
could have lied.
No,
You could have lied, and I would have been
can't-
I was
fine
about
with
to
it.
look it up.
You know
I
got
wouldn't
suck
even
at
have
lying.
checked it, and he would have believed you.
You're a monk,
If-
not a priest.
If he would have lied, he would have died.
Not good.
Ash, I'm going to go ahead and roll your death save now. Okay.
And I don't get to know anything either. No.
That brings
okay.
us to Uyadubi. Still alive and well and hasn't been touched.
Louis gonna make an educated guess. And how tall are these rock piles right here?
Those are stalagmites that are pretty tall. The tallest point on them is probably like 25 or so feet tall.
Awesome. I'm gonna
the
make an
parts that aren't
educated.
shaded. You can are the shorter parts.
Okay, sweet. So I'm going to move here.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna move here. Then I'm going to use my bow on Flairb.
Okay.
You're back.
Plus 5. Yeet. Please. Yeah.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Sick. You're lame. Cool. So then I get 6 on him,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna move, and I'm gonna stay in there.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Duriger E, who's going to continue his campaign against the doll and make an attack. Bam. That's going to be an 8.
Not gonna happen. I'm
Not
guessing.
good enough.
Not gonna happen. That brings us around to Mr. Mind Flayer.
That could be a different story.
Certainly could be.
Then Num Num was like, "What happened?" He gets pummeled again.
Let me bring this up over here. Okay. You watch as this Mind Flayer just gonna read through this real quick just to make sure. Okay. This Mind Flayer is going to use Dominate Monster.
What the frick?
6.
Worried now.
And that is going to be on Nom Namo.
Whoa, 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 what?
Nom Namo, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
He's very wise.
Not so smart, but very wise. Crap.
That's going to fail.
Yeah.
So,
I had a feeling.
the general the technical effect of the spell is a form of charm. So you effectively you hear inside your brain moments after you regain consciousness after taking that last hit, you hear this kind of like shifting voice in your brain, and having just come back from consciousness, you can't quite like resist and think about it enough to know that it's coming from such an enemy, and you actually kind of take it as something that's coming from someone who's on your side. And you hear the Mind Flayer speaking to you in your mind, and it just says, "Come to me. Come this way."
All right.
Does it sound like grog or flog or?
And so that will actually effectively end that Mind Flayer's
And
turn.
I'm just gonna slowly be like getting up. All right.
That brings us around to the other Mind Flayer. This one is going to use. Where is it? Where is it? This one is actually going to use Ray of Enfeeblement. Let's see, yep, that's within range. That is going to be directed at Dahl. Dahl, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out if I have anything different on that. I don't think I do. That would just be a die 20, right?
Yeah.
And your saving throws.
What's your saving throw?
Section.
So what's your Constitution on the?
On the left.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't find it.
Yep,
All right.
so +5. So
Oh, +5? I thought it was +2.
It was +2.
7. That's probably not going to do it.
with the 5, yep, no, that's not going to do it. So the effect of that is until the spell ends, any of your attacks that use strength are going to deal half damage. Every time you take your turn, at the end of your turn, you can redo the Constitution saving throw to see if you can break the effect of that.
Okay.
And then with that, this Mind Flayer, you watch as he kind of, with the other one scooting up and in front, he kind of takes a little float about 5 feet back and kind of just hangs out back there. That moves us to Edwind. Go ahead and make your intelligence saving throw.
If this doesn't work, I'm using my inspiration.
Go for it. That'll do it. Edwind is back. I'm going to take that stun off of you, and then we do move on to Adon. Go ahead and do the same. That'll do it. Adon is back. Cool. And then we move on to Dahl.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and attack my Duger E.
D-bag E.
Pretty accurate.
And I've got to decide here what would be the better way to go. I think I'm going to do this. So we use that scimitar, get 24 to hit.
That'll do it. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
All right, and the damage for this is going to be that's 9. You said that gets cut in half.
Yep.
And then I also get die 6 for cold damage, but that should not be affected by strength.
Yeah, that's actually true.
It's 2. It's something.
2. You can tell this guy is just barely hanging on to life at this point.
Did it take half his hit points?
It didn't do half of
His remaining?
the total.
Oh, okay.
But he's very, very hurt. Anything else for Dahl?
This first one that was 9. Didn't do it.
Do I roll again for Constitution or no?
At the end of your turn, yeah.
Okay, so this is the end of my turn. So I can go ahead and roll again.
Yep. Go ahead.
15.
15 will do it. We can pull that effect off of you.
All right, awesome.
And now that moves us to Koros. Welcome to the combat, Koros.
Okay.
He's having none of it.
I'm going to just shoot 4 Eldritch Blast at that dummy.
Which one?
Mind Flare B.
Okay.
First one's 20. I'm going to do damage too.
Okay.
Do you want me to do that each time or?
Yeah, go ahead.
7.
Okay.
Second one is 16.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Yep.
2.
Okay.
Next one is 11.
Nope.
Last one doesn't hit also. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move back.
Hey, if you ever have a hit that's not good, call the number out, and then I can help out. I don't know if you want to do it this time because you already called it, but if
No,
you
I'm
do
fine.
need it,
I
can
don't want to
grab
waste
the
it on
blessing.
that.
Okay.
Okay. That'll bring us to Nom Namo.
All right. So what do I do with this charm thing?
So it's still a role play thing, but you basically have been told what you were told by someone that you believe is a very trusted friend. It's
All right.
essentially the effect of it.
And it says come to me.
Yep.
And so do I know it's like, am I assuming that's from the direction of the Mind Flayer?
You know who it's from. You're just charmed in your brain and you think that it's a good guy.
So, and then I have to role play it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so trying to yeah, he would totally do this. Okay. So my character is going to walk I'm gonna walk right.
That came from.
A.
I believe it came from A. Let me double check. Yeah, that came from A. Wait, nope. I'm sorry.
But it was B.
That was B. You're right. I was mistaken.
So I'm gonna start walking this way to this direction, but as I'm walking by, I'm gonna be like, "Don't worry, Catman. I'm coming back for more help." And I'm gonna just cast a bonus action as I'm doing that, and do. Like as I'm walking by, I'm gonna do Healing Word on him.
Okay.
At level 3.
Okay.
So that will be 4 plus 3. Yep. Plus 3. So I'm going to do Healing Word on him as I'm walking forward. 3d4 plus 3. Wait, oh, I did 1. Sorry. So I'll just do 2 more. Minus 3. Should I just do the whole roll? No. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. You do it.
Here. So it'd be 11 healing on
11.
him.
All right.
And I'm also just going to because I'm like getting up and I'm stumbling and feeling weak, but I'm trying to get to the voice. I'm gonna lean, like kind of be pushing myself along with my staff, right? Because I'm down to 1 HP, and I'm gonna kind of just grip it and speak under my breath, and then I'm going to use one of the staff charges to do a cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Staff of healing to do cure wounds. Let's say, I am coming, new friend. Let's continue. Tim.
So Ash, you, after just being hit by everything that you hit and falling unconscious, the first thing that you see when you come back to consciousness is Nomnamo standing over you, kind of as he's walking and kind of taking his hand away from you, having brought you back to consciousness, and then you just hear him say, "I'm coming for you, friend," and just like turning and walking away from you, and that's literally the first thing that you see as you come back to consciousness. Which is perfect because that brings us to your turn if Nomnamo's done.
Yeah, I'm done. That's both of mine.
Perfect. So, Ash, you are up.
Okay. A little confused. Very angry. I'm gonna. Oof.
You're gonna hiss.
Hiss. I turn into a snake.
Oh,
Cat? No, he said woof. Now he's a dog.
Let me write down my notes. Ash.
Dog.
Dog with 2 G's.
Okay. I am going to. Oh, man. And I know where this sort of intelligence, this beam of psychic damage came from.
You can tell it's coming from them, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really mad. I'm really, really mad. I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
And I gain 7 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And if I reloaded my Roll20 page, and it came back black, which is fine because I've been unconscious and like holding my brain and stuff. But if you could get me back in the game somehow.
I can try.
Okay. I just can't see my character, and I assume that's something that you can.
Oh, just because you can't. Oh, yeah, I got you. I'll just put it
Yeah.
back over here.
Okay. It might have just frozen again. I don't know.
When you come back, it puts your camera off the map, so I just have
Gotcha.
to get you back in. So, what you
Okay.
gonna do?
Yeah, it's still frozen, so I'll just use the stream. Man. So you all see is I get up, but I get up on like all fours, and you can see like my teeth showing, my fangs. And I'm just growling and snarling at the Mind Flayer. And man, I'm gonna sprint right at him. And when I'm running, I'm on all fours. But when I get up to hit him, I get back up on my 2 feet, and I start going all out on him.
Okay.
Just punching anywhere I can punch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for 2 attacks. 22.
22 hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go again. 15.
15. I believe that'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Really? Okay. 8 damage, and then I'm gonna spend a key point to do a flurry of blows and hit him 2 more times.
Okay.
19.
Yep.
6 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend another key point to attempt to stun him.
Okay.
DC 14 con save.
DC 14 con. Let me roll that.
Is there any chance his effect on me is like a concentration?
Let me double check that in just a sec.
Sorry.
DC
Oh, that's good.
con.
Yes.
So what was the effect of what you just did?
I stunned him.
Okay. What under what? What was it that did that?
Stunning strike.
Accurately titled.
Yes.
Where is?
It's not
that?
something I added. It's at the very bottom of the actions
Very
page.
bottom. There it is. Succeed until the end of your next turn. Got it. Well done.
And I still have 1 more hit, so I'll attack him again, and this time at advantage, I believe, because he's stunned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. Go ahead and roll that real quick.
Oh, thank you. That was a 1, and that's a 3. 10.
Nope.
Okay.
So your last swing just connects with a chunk of his just clothing and armor and doesn't quite get through.
And I'll just... Oh, man, I'll just snarl at him.
Okay. That brings us to Ooey and Dooby.
Cool. I'm gonna drop my bow where I'm at so that I can take out my scimitar.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come through the side of these stalag thingies
Mm-hmm.
and come right up behind Mind Flayer B. And then I'm going to... Why did he move back? There. And then I'm going to use my scimitar for my first attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll again because I have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
I hate.
What advantage?
Oh no.
Wait. I cast War God's Blessing. So plus 10 on the attack.
Okay. So it hits.
So 20.
Right. And then I deal 1d6 plus 8. And then I'm also going to use my sneak attack on him. So 13 right off the bat there. And then my sneak attack will be an additional 3 of those. Perfect. So I just did 28 damage right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my dagger that's in my other hand. +5, I believe that is. Oh no, JK, it's +8 as well. Awesome. Please.
14?
Nope.
Yep.
So
Barely does
15.
not hit.
15 is the magic
Cool. So
number.
Did you just write that down?
I mean, it's true. I figured it out immediately. Like you said, that just hit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stay there.
Okay. All right. Durger E still fighting Doll over here on the corner, and he's just gonna keep on keeping on. So that's gonna be 1 plus 4, 9, no hit. So he's just helplessly trying to attack and really not getting anywhere. B is stunned, and that's gonna continue until the end of Ash's turn. So he's just gonna get skipped, and then Mind Flare A is going to let me just map this out real quick. He's going to take a little float back. To right here. And he is going to use Lightning Bolt. Let me just line this up real quick here. See what that'll actually get to. So that is going to be able to affect Uwe, Ash, and Koros,
And the Mind Flayer.
and the other Mind Flayer.
Perfect. I'm gonna uncanny dodge whatever you're doing.
It's a deck save. Can you do that on a deck save?
I mean,
He's gonna have evasion.
I suppose it makes sense.
when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your
Not an
reaction.
attack.
Oh, great. Well, fine. I'll deck save then. Don't do me wrong.
Oh,
Whoa,
No,
look at that.
dude.
Nice. What did everyone
Oh,
else
I
get?
thought that was the
No,
one.
that was
player.
Tyler's.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah.
But it's a dex
No, that was good for him. Yeah, deck save. So I
22.
need one from Nom Namo and one from Koros.
Wait, I had to
22.
do it too?
Yep.
No. How wide is it? You said Uwe, Ash, and Koros.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ash, not Nom Namo. I keep getting you two mixed up in my brain for some reason. Sorry.
Because we're
What is
basically the
Ash's?
same character.
we are equal, man.
Ash, what's your deck save?
I rolled a 2 plus 7.
Okay. So Koros, you saved, right? You got a
Yeah.
real high number, and then Uwe, you saved.
Yep.
Okay. So Those of you that saved are going to take half damage. Ash, you're going to take full damage. Sorry, buddy.
It's not good.
Is what it is.
Until that is what it is 20. Oh my god.
Okay.
28.
I am
Then half that.
unconscious.
What is that? 14. Am I able to do math right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 14.
Oh, okay. That's not what I meant to do.
And that does effectively hit
What the garbage?
Mind Flayer. Since he can't save.
So while he's doing the math for that, you all see like that sort of really muscly, feral, teethy stance just sort of dip away, and then I fall back.
I just saw
Alright.
lightning hit my face.
Yeah, you didn't
That
see anything.
brings back to Edwind. What you gonna do?
All right. Well, this whole time I have been distracted with ADHD or something. But I've gotten a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. And in the middle of that, as I was coming out of it, this other being within me just takes control, just wrests control of everything. So let's see, as my action, I will be using my racial whatever thing.
Okay.
My racial whatever thing.
Yeah. So again,
Sounds
you saw
racial.
this. You saw this in the tunnel where Jeff died. Too soon. So all of a sudden, just this, like, as I'm coming out of this haze, like I explode into this like radiant, bright light, and you'll just see like these non-corporeal wings that are just kind of sprouted from behind me, and then I'm going to start moving this way, probably to right here. Okay. And you'll hear a voice, but it's clearly not Edwin's voice. And he's addressing Mind Flayer A, and he'll say, "Your kind is not welcome here in this world." And then as a bonus action with sorcery points, I'm going to cast my lightning bolt at Mind Flayer A.
Okay.
Which is with extreme ruthlessness.
Okay.
That's just a hit. You're gonna have to roll for save, sir.
What's the save on it?
Stand by.
That's a dex save, right?
Dex save 16.
Dex save 16. Got it. Let's find out.
He fails miserably.
That's a fail. How much damage?
All right, that is going to be level 3 is okay. Rolling. Keep rolling. Peace. 8. Okay.
Wait. Hold up 1 second. He has advantage on the saving throw against that due to a magic resistance perk that he has. So I'm gonna roll it one more time just to be
All right.
just to be safe. Okay, go ahead, keep rolling.
Yeah, he still gets melted in the face. Okay, so I've applied my modifier that this guy's going to take extra radiant damage. Any ones you're going to treat as a 2.
Okay.
So he takes 40.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second. Where is it?
Oh.
No, it's not that. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so everything, or I'm going to put an aura on my guy because everything effectively around me is burning with intense fire. So
Okay.
it's like lightning fire in a 10-foot radius. So
Does that include me?
no, it's just 10 feet. So
Oh, you're right.
this is a 10 save. It includes Nam Namo though. So I'm going to kind of continue on towards this guy as he's like casting as he's moving towards Mind Flayer, like pissed off, obviously. So that ends my turn.
All right. Adon.
Okay, I'm gonna move right here to where I am 30 feet from Koros and Ash, and I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing level 3 on everybody but Uwe.
Okay.
And that's gonna do 17 healing for everybody but Uwe.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
Sorry, you're just too far away. I couldn't hit Koros.
Good for everyone else, though.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Ash, for the
And-
second time in this combat, just coming back to consciousness, deeper
And that's
into immense
that's
pain.
including myself.
Hey, Alec, don't get your hopes up. This happened to me 3 or 4 times in a cave too.
Oh yeah, no, this happened to me with Flint as well before this whole campaign. So, and then Flint died. So hopefully it doesn't actually go that far.
Was it due to water?
Ooh, does Dog get positive HP over 52?
No, you just go up.
No, I've got to fix that.
Oh, okay. Because that'd be cool.
Anything else for Adon?
Yes, so I'm gonna use my next 2 more motion blocks. Head up here next to Nam Namo. Actually, we can't be in the same space, can we?
Not the same one, but you can
Okay.
be where you are.
Question
And
for you,
that's
Jack.
and I'm gonna. What's that?
What
Why
about
didn't-
your spiritual guardians? You have those casted, right?
Yeah, so I'm trying to see how far I can go.
Gotcha.
Cause I was right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's as
around
far
you.
as-
That aura's still there.
So I also have another question. They're in a circle. I think I Googled it and I'm pretty sure they're in a circle. But we played a couple weeks ago as in a square, so like 3 diagonal. But you want to play circle?
Technically, it's supposed to be a circle.
Okay.
So when you go straight out 3 diagonally, it wouldn't hit them. So it basically be a
Gotcha.
big square around you without the corners.
Cool. All right, and then I'm
Alright.
gonna cast Hidden Step, and that'll end my turn.
Do you know where your guardians are at?
Yeah, they're all flying around this yellow circle. I can see the yellow circle.
I can't see the yellow circle.
Only he and I.
What's the radius?
What was the thing that you?
It's a 15 foot.
what was
Okay,
that
so
last
it's
thing that you
just
said you did?
within.
I casted Hidden Step
Yep.
until my next turn.
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah, so it's just 5 feet out from him essentially, in a circle.
15.
Right, but it's a 15-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's 15 foot from end to end, which means 5 feet out from you on both
No,
sides.
it doesn't say radius. So it's 15 out to my left, 15 out to my right. It's a
Let me double check it.
That seems OP.
Spiritual guardians,
Yeah.
right?
Spiritual Guardians.
Let me double check.
It says they.
They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet. So it's technically a 30-foot radius. All right, Doll, what you gonna do?
All right. I'm getting rid of this Duragar E.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and attack him. And 25 to hit. Okay. And
Yep, that'll do it.
14.
Finally, your last swing finishes him off. He is done.
Nice. And then let's see. Let's move up a little bit and stay in the fight.
All right.
Yep. And I believe that is it for me.
Okay. Koros.
I'm gonna look at it. It goes black. All right. Now that my ears aren't bleeding, I'm gonna move back. This square. Now that I can see everything. All right, everyone's in my way, so I can't do anything. Can I shoot my blasts around people, or is it?
You can shoot past Doll if that's what you're trying to do. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
Just don't get a 1.
Just don't get a 1.
No ones.
Where was my character? Can I move one more over, or is that?
You had moved. I thought I saw the thing say 35. So I think that was everything. So if you went back 1.
But I could. You can go like. You can stretch. I feel like I was here. I don't remember where I was. But that's fine.
I feel like go to here instead.
That's.
Right.
Well, I could technically go to here.
Yeah.
Which puts me more in line
Yeah,
of
that's
sight.
fine.
I'm just gonna shoot my Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Okay.
First one is 15.
Yep.
4 damage.
Okay.
Next one is 23.
That'll hit.
9 damage.
Okay.
Next one is 24.
Yep.
4 damage, and then one more. I'm doing math right? Last one is 20.
Okay.
10 damage.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done with roll 20 dice.
All right. Nom Namo.
Am I still under his spell?
Yeah, I forgot to double check that. Let me see what the.
So he just got hit a ton. So I don't know. He has to roll.
Blah 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 blah.
You got
Dismiss
wackadoodle.
today. Use your action. Blah 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 blah. Takes one action. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't read that. Oh, whatever.
If he puts a spell on a halfling, the halfling's head blows up. Is that what you forgot to read?
No, it's still going. The thing that I forgot to read that would have affected your last turn is you use your action to take total and precise control of the target until the end of your next turn. Oh, there it is, until the end of your next turn. Yeah, so there it is. That is the end of it. End of your next turn. Yeah, and his turn ended. So yeah, you're actually done with
But
it.
you didn't do precise control.
What?
Like you just kind of said, role play it. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't read that paragraph all the way through. I should have had more control over you than I did, but that's okay. I thought it was just a base level charm, but it was more than that. But that's okay.
Yeah, but now it's over, right?
Yeah, it was to the end of his next turn, so he's done. So you
Nope,
go ahead
that's wrong.
and
Don't do that to me.
dead.
All
You
right.
go ahead and take your turn.
All right, so I kind of like, oh, that was not cool. And I'm kind of realizing what's sort of been happening to me. It's like, you are not natural, man. And I run over to this spot right here. And as I'm running, I kind of fall forward to my hands and I shapeshift into a bear my way there. Just kind of become kind of a huge bear. And that's it.
Okay.
I did that. I'm
Roll
just
the
gonna-
hit points for the bear.
What hit points? I don't do anything. I just realized. I mean,
Don't you roll hit points for the bear when you shapeshift?
oh, like life? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's not a good version of that pair. Okay, 30.
No.
My bear is big, but like you're kind of like, that's it. Like, the 30.
All right. Catman.
Okay. He's still stunned, right? The guy in front of me until the end of my turn.
Stun until the end of your turn. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna step around. Hit. Oh, I moved. Why did I move? There we go. Okay, Oh, Chrome got up to me. Nope, it's frozen. Okay, I'm gonna move to the north side of the Mind Flare, next to Uwe.
Why did you do that?
There we go. Yep.
And don't worry, I'm still in range with them. You can sneak attack, it's okay. And then I'm gonna keep punching him.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, 16?
16 hits.
As a question? Yes, 16. Eight points of damage.
Oh no, now is not in the turn order anymore.
I think he just moved to the bottom because
Nope.
his turn's over.
Shoot, it's because he's
It's
attached
not,
to
'cause he
that.
changed his
It's
character.
just token out. That's annoying. Yeah, I'll put him back in there. Ash.
Oh, dang it. Hey. It might be too late. Never mind. My character is a Circle of the Moon Druid, which means that my wild shape can be a bonus action instead of an action. So I would have been able to attack. So
Yeah, we'll have to just come back.
we'll
to
just
that next
skip it. Dang it. I've chosen not to use it multiple times now in combat because I wanted to do an action first.
Reason being, Ash, please take delight in describing the glory of your kill.
What?
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
71 hit points, dude.
What? Did you look that up or something?
He rolled for hit points. It's different.
Well, he's
Okay.
up there somewhere.
Wow. Okay, so I moved to the back of him, right?
Yep.
So as I move to the back, I'm gonna grab his tentacles and swing his head 180 degrees and snap his neck.
Perfect. Well done, sir.
Wow. Thanks. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I would keep going or not. Yeah, I'm gonna move around the rock to the other Mind Flare.
Okay. Front or back?
and
Which way? Like through Uwe
right
to the
there
front?
where he's at right now. Yeah. And punch him again. So I don't know this. Since I have 2 attacks per action, can my movement be split up in between those attacks?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
let me double check just in case, because that's a huge thing. Includes more. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, looks like you can.
I can.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll start going to town on this guy with like a kidney punch since I'm at his side.
Okay.
Good old hook to the kidney. 25 to hit.
So that'll hit.
10 damage.
Okay.
And I will use another key point.
Okay.
To what's it called? Flurry of blows. 2 more attacks.
Okay.
9 and 22 to hit,
Yep, 22 will hit.
and another 10 damage and stunning strike.
Okay.
14 con save.
Is it going to total that? It's totally going to total that, isn't it? So 5 and a 3, so it doesn't actually matter. So that will effectively stun him.
And that's the end of my turn.
I come running up to his side, and I come by with my simmy.
Okay. That'll do it. Go and roll.
Aha! It's
That'll
a crit
definitely do
though.
it. Roll damage.
Perfect. So 1d6 plus 8. Except it's a sneak attack. So effectively it is 4d6 plus 8. And then however you would crit that.
So those are doubled.
It would be doubling the damage and
Ooh.
then adding the modifier.
Cool. So
It'd be 28.
28.
Yep. Sure would.
Sweet.
How do you want to do this?
So I come running by in front of him, and then he's still levitating a foot off the ground. So
Yeah.
I come running up and I go, "Take this, stupid butt squid levitaty boy!" And then I jump up, plant a foot on his knee, and then jump up even higher, and I swing around to where I'm like riding on his shoulders, and then I put my scimitar through his tentacles or tendrils and coming out of his mouth,
Uh-huh.
and I cut them off and fling my body back as hard as possible to slam him to the ground. And then I pop his head off with the force from that because I don't like him.
Trophy.
All right. Well done.
Wow.
And then I say, "Perfect." And then I grab his head and I carry it with me the rest of the way now.
Alright. Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. Well done, guys. welcome back. Let's carry on after having just finished that kind of desperate fight against those mind flayers up until the end. So you guys are in the cave, just finished off the mind flayers. What would you like to do?
So the first thing before we start doing everything else, my character is completely still in his crazy form. And you just see like light and like thermal, like just arcing electricity everywhere. It's just everywhere. And he just looks at the thing that Ash and then also Uwe just decapitated, and it said, "You have been found wanting." Like, and like, it's so like completely deep and not him. And then as he does that, he's gonna kind of like turn around and kind of look around at the party, and he's gonna look at Koros, and he's gonna kind of approach Koros and point at him, and he's gonna say, "You." And then all of a sudden the staff kind of taps on the ground, and everything just kind of collapses back to Edwin, and he just kind of goes down to one knee, like completely unaware of what just happened.
Okay.
So
We have to keep moving. And I ignore everything that just happened and start walking.
Hey, the owl, my body hurts. Does anybody have anything for my hurting body?
I poof back for being invisible.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got something. So I'm going
Ooh.
to cast Prayer of Healing 2nd level.
What? I don't know what my damage was before. Everything.
I got you. Can bring you back in.
2d8.
You're at
plus-
32.
32.
Can I go
Ooh, I
back to
like
the
them
character
numbers.
Ooh.
sheet to do this?
Yeah, go back to your character sheet.
What a nice man.
So everybody within 30 feet of everybody gets 19 HP. Oh,
Wow.
who doesn't need it? Wait,
I do. I did.
everybody
I took it.
needs it?
Pretty sure everybody needs it.
Okay, everybody but me. Anybody got
Everybody.
some healing?
And Doll doesn't need it.
Doll doesn't need it at all?
Nope.
Whoa. I lost
So you
the
can do it
map.
to yourself.
That's okay.
Can
Oh,
you do
you
it to
did
yourself
We're,
then?
we're out of
We're
combat.
just using our sheets.
Yeah, I could do it to myself if Doll doesn't take it.
Do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. I start. I don't want to say inspecting, but like almost like a curious scientific investigation of what the heck these creatures are. I'm just gonna kind of go over with my eyes and just kind of see what the heck we
So-
just saw.
Jump
Killed.
Jump into roll 20 for a sec.
You're pretty quiet.
You're very quiet, Tim.
So jump into roll 20 for a sec.
I prefer if you do that actually most of the time.
could do that.
Right?
Like one of those F1 commentators with their mics, with the little nose guard on it.
Oh, that's nice.
This is what's laying
They're
on
from-
the ground right now.
Mm.
Obviously,
I just
one of
keep
them-
thinking. Sorry.
One of them has its tentacles ripped apart, and one of it, the other one, his head is kind of laying in the wrong, direction, having its neck snapped. But this is effectively
One
what's-
actually
what's
has its
laying
head
around.
in my hands.
Oh, that's right.
With no tentacles.
Wow. Any pockets?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
$13.
13. The one that you are inspecting actually doesn't have any pockets at all.
Okay. If Koros has gotten ahead of me at this point, I will follow suit.
Okay.
Before I do that, I will bow at each mind flare, and then I will walk.
Okay.
I'll make fun of Ash and bow, but every time I bow, I kick one of them very hard.
Okay.
So I go,
Like behind Ash, like he can't see.
yeah. I make sure it's like a loud enough thud against the body so they look.
Every time I turn around, you're just like twiddling your thumbs.
I'm like, what is it?
All right.
Cool.
Anything else for anyone?
Follow.
I'm still in bear form, and I'm gonna just kind of be looking at them, the mind flayers on the ground, kind of growling, like this deep bear-like growl. And as I'm like looking at them and growling, I'm slowly gonna shift back into Nom Namo, but I'm still growling, and so it goes from like this like big bear growl to like. It's not natural, man. And then I'm gonna kind of shake out of it, and I'm gonna look over at Wyndham and be like, "Speaking of not natural, man, are you all right?"
Yeah, he's just gonna be like on the ground. What just happened? What? Did you? What? How'd I get here? Did you guys kill the guys?
Dude, I don't know what happened to you, man, but I was like, like a bear. But before I was like a bear, like I was making a new friend, and then that new friend ended up being like a mind flayer. So it's not cool, man. But you were like on fire, like lightning fire, I think. But like with
fire.
wings.
I was attacking, and then I got these visions of my past, and then all of a sudden I blacked out. I don't know what happened.
You might have had some bad mushrooms, man.
Maybe. I do feel very weak. Why am I kneeling in front of Koros?
I'm
Koros
not
is
even
already
there.
walked away.
Oh.
He's way far gone. It's 150
Alright.
feet in front of the whole party.
You were like talking to Koros, and then Koros just walked away. It was a little rude, but it's okay though, cause like
At this point, I
me and
turn
him
around
were
and
best
say,
friends.
"Is anyone going to come with me?"
And I'm literally right behind you, and I'm like,
And Ash is.
And I'm right behind him.
All right, I didn't know how close everyone was.
it's like, whoa.
We all look back like, who's he talking to?
All right.
I'm gonna walk by that guy and just kind of poke him in the decapitated face.
So, you guys continue moving along.
gonna-
Continuing to.
Cast
Dark vision.
yeah, I'm assuming my spells go away after I die. It's not a but it's not a concentration spell. Would it
If
still
it's
be
not
there?
concentration, then it wouldn't go away.
Even if I like pass out?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, then I'm not gonna do that.
Perfect. All right. So, you guys kind of group back up after finishing that encounter and begin to follow Koros's lead back through the tunnels. And after traveling for another several hours, or at least what feels like several hours underground, you reach a dead end, but immediately recognize it as having been the place that you where you regained your sight after being led through the hidden passage under the abandoned tavern. After a few kind of hesitant trials with the walls and where you remember coming back out, you come to the realization that the end of the tunnel has a spot that's basically a magical covering, and upon finding the exact spot that you entered the cave, you find that you're able to simply walk your way back through the wall and climb the hidden steps back up to the abandoned tavern. What would you like to do?
Wait, did we go into the abandoned tavern?
Unless there's something you want to do before you get there.
No, I just want to, like, we walk through the
Explosively
darkness
come
and then
out of the tower.
walk out.
You're
I'm
in
going
the
to.
back room of that abandoned tavern.
All right. Do I hear any? Like, do we hear anything? Like, any commotion outside or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
15.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing going on. You can hear the faint sounds of just a busy, bustling city. As you look around, you can see some natural daylight coming in, so you realize it's daytime, and you notice pretty quickly that you don't hear the rain anymore that you had heard before. So it just so far seems like a normal day.
Right. I think we should make our way back to the tavern that we. Oh, what was it called? The House of a Thousand Faces. First.
Where the
Any
guys?
objections? Yes, where the guys are.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. What?
Okay.
I'm going to go and like kind of just. Wait, is it? What's the building? Like, there's a door that goes outside.
You're basically in like a back room, so there are a couple rooms you go through to get back out to the front. All of them are open or just broken and not there.
Okay.
But it's basically has the layout of like an old tavern that's not being used.
Right. You think it's safe to travel on the streets, or?
Why wouldn't it be, man?
Good
Seems
point. Let's
fine
go.
to me.
All right, and then we walk out, or
Okay.
I walk out of the front door and start
Yep.
making my way towards the House of a Thousand Faces.
Is Uwe still carrying a head?
Under my robes, cloak, under underwear,
Underwear. Excellent.
and my green boots keep me perfectly stealthy while walking like a normal human being, because you can't hear anything from them. No sound.
Except for crickets.
And the people walking around you.
Listen, I can't help that. Freaking hot in
Still
here.
gonna have
Okay,
you make a stealth check for that if you're trying to hide it.
I am
Actually, it'd
gonna.
be a sleight of hand if you're trying to hide the.
Well, perfect,
The head in
because
your
they're
cloak.
great
Sorry.
either way.
I didn't mean for you to make a roll. I just thought it was kind of funny that you're carrying it.
Watch me
I didn't think
fail
you
this
were
one.
still carrying it.
17.
All right. You feel like you've concealed it as well as you can.
Good.
So, you guys leave the old building where you went down to the caves, head back out to the street. It seems to be probably early afternoon, a little after midday. The streets are busy. There are a lot of people around, but you're in the River District, so it's not super high end or really rich people or anything like that. Just kind of lower class people walking around doing their business. And you make your way, kind of brushing shoulders here and there with people as you walk back over to the House of a Thousand Faces. As you head inside, you make your way, just as you did before, straight back to the room behind or to the side of the bar. And as you enter the room, you swing the door open, and this time you find a much different sight than before. The room appears to have been at some point ransacked. The table is upside down and broken in half. Broken glass is strewn about. Various colors of spilled liquid appear to have been, just spilled all over the floors and are staining the floor in different shades of blue and green. And at the back of the room, Draelai is laying on the ground, surrounded in a pool of blood and holding a motionless Sir Laniver Strail in his arms. Both Draelai and Laniver appear to be covered in blood, gashes and gouges largely covering their bodies.
I'm gonna walk up to him and kneel. Is he moving?
Draelai appears to be moving slightly.
I'm gonna walk up and kneel down. What happened?
They came for us. Tell me, did you find anything?
We did. We found this
He's kind of struggling to like keep his gaze
As
on
he-
you.
As he
I'm-
is having
8 on,
this-
8 on, cast the heal.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna
I go
walk
heal,
over
I
and
go
I'm gonna
heal.
tap him with my staff and do a level 4 cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Dang.
8 on, it's like,
This is what happens when you
Okay.
got 5 people who can heal in a party. They all, I can heal. I'm gonna go heal.
continue.
Is healing happening?
Yeah.
20.
So as you cast the spell, you can see he's laying on the ground, and you watch as he finishes getting that sentence out, just a massive gasp of air enters his lungs, and it takes him a couple seconds to kind of like regain his composure from what's going on, and I must thank you. Tell me again, did you find anything?
Look, we took this parchment off of. Are we just holding the head?
Oh no.
Look, I find this. I show him the book and the parchment with the. But none of us can understand this. Do you make anything of this? And I hand him the papers.
Allow me to take a look. And he grabs it and he like adjusts his seating, and you can tell as he moves, he's being very careful, like where he moves and how he's holding Laniver. And it's very evident to you at this moment that Laniver is dead, and he's trying his best to just like be there for a dear friend of his. And he kind of grabs the parchment, takes him about a minute or two to read over it. It seems like there are a couple spots where he stops and rereads, like he's kind of struggling to get through part of it, but it seems like overall he's understanding what he's reading. And then as he gets to the bottom, you hear him say, the ancient dwarven city, the Gauntlgrim. And he looks back up at Koros and says, there's a fire primordial. It's trapped under the mountain in their forges, and it's how they forge their magical weapons. And he looks back, starts reading pieces again. Their artifacts and the drow, they're planning on stealing the primordial. They made a deal with Duke Zalto. They'll give it to the fire giants. There is no time. You must get to Gauntlgrim. Go, follow the river. Do not let them do this.
Okay, we are going to Gauntlgrim. We're already going to go there. Who's
must
Duke
go now.
Zalto?
Make
Is Duke
haste.
Zalto a fire giant?
Duke Zalto is the leader of the fire giants.
Right. Okay.
He is the fire giant.
Are we still just shaking the head?
I'm
He hasn't
completely
even broken
ignoring
his
this.
gaze at
Um,
Koros at this point.
Okay. The fire primordial is under the mountain at Gauntlgrim. Is it being protected by the dwarves?
It has been trapped in the mountain for so many years at this point.
What
It's-
is the
it's-
primordial? Is it a person? Is it a being? Is it a artifact?
It is a immortal being that is considered by many to be on the same level as gods. It is an incredibly powerful being that has been trapped under the mountain, and the dwarves have used it as a forge of sorts that allows them to craft incredible artifacts and weapons.
What is its name? Does it have a name?
Let me reference my notes real quick. I want to get this right.
If I may chime in for a moment here, Bellis spoke of a dwarven forge when I was captured with him.
It does have a name. Its name is Majera.
Majera?
Majera.
Could you spell that?
It's
M-
You know, for my brain.
Maegera.
Yeah, it was pretty
Oh,
close.
okay, we will go there. What? So the drow are attempting to steal the primordial to give it to Duke Zalto.
According to this parchment, it seems they've made arrangements with Duke Zalto. They've been working with Jarl Axel in Luskin to repair. Oh, it makes sense now. They've been working with Jarl Axel in Luskin to repair the host tower of the Arcane. The tower has roots that connect to the Gauntlgrim Forge. That's
So
how
they
they're
can-
going to get in and steal it.
They can come from underground.
It makes so much sense now. How did we
We
not
tried
see
to
this
get
before?
into the Tower of the Arcane, but they would not let us in.
No one gets into that tower.
So we shouldn't go through that.
No, we should go to Gauntlgrim, but
Okay.
if they're going to come from underneath, the dwarves of Gauntlgrim know, obviously they know about the primordial and they know how to get to it.
Of course, they use it.
They use it as a
They-
forge.
What have they used to protect it so far?
Their city, their entire defenses have been set up in the mountain. It's an extremely defensible city.
But they
There's
wouldn't
only-
know about the path from underground.
They do know about it. They've assisted in creating it. It was an asset to them in the past until it was destroyed.
Do you have a contact in Gauntlgrim that we can use your name for established trust? Because the dwarves don't like outside
I
kin.
believe we have a contact in Gauntlgrim.
The same way they don't trust you, the same way they don't trust the order. They have not allowed us inside their walls either.
We have from Gwert Righthelm. He's the one who told us about Gauntlgrim and the meeting held. That will be our way in. Why did they leave you? Why did they leave you alive?
They didn't. I used the last of the magic that I could to make them believe that I was dead.
Okay, we will go to Gauntlgrim. Can you help me with this other book? Do you know anything about this? And I show him the other book with that was in the pouch.
Of course, allow me to take a look. And he pulls it open, and he doesn't read it quite as intensely, but he kind of just scans through it, and this appears to be a book of some degree of literature. It depicts the Spider Queen of the Drow, Lolth. It is the deity that the Drow worship.
I see.
Something tells me Ash has seen this before. I see a look on his face.
He mentioned the Spider Queen before.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, you
Very
got anything to add, Ash?
Oh,
Okay.
just the fact that he knows.
Oh.
He hears the name and he's like, ugh.
We will go to Gauntlgrim, friend. Do you have,
We-
do you have
we
anything
will.
to? Do you have anything to assist us with?
He kind of does one look around the room, says, "I have."
And he
nothing
sees
left."
Uwe shaking
Yeah,
the head.
I just looked down and saw Uwe. What in God's name is that?
I don't know. You sent us into the tunnels with it. There were two.
Of course there are. They likely traveled through the Underdark. That was my raging suspicion.
They almost killed us.
Tends to be what they do.
We were warned of the dangers.
Oh, by the way, we killed those two dudes.
I thought I told him that.
The,
But- The guards that we were sent down with. That's how I got these parchments.
Understood. I could have figured as much.
What about this city? How do we stop the injustice that's going on here? I thought that was the whole point of our journey.
The injustice that's going on here is the least of your concerns at this point. If the fire primordial is able to get in the hands of the fire giants, it could mean destruction for our entire world.
Yes, I had a feeling you were going to say something like that.
did you say destruction of the entire world?
Yes, that is what I said.
You remember Cyrac? I think we need to see. Oh man! So we had someone traveling with us who actually I think has a connection to the primordial. And he is no longer with us. I don't know where he is. He was staying at the inn nearby
Understood.
that we were staying.
I-
So I think
What
that
type of connection would he have?
Did he have a connection?
I'm not sure. He is what the fire giants were always searching for him.
No, well, they were searching for Artis Cimber.
Right, and searching for him to get to Artis Cimber. Cyrac knew about the artifact.
The artifact was the Ring of Winter, not the Primordial.
The Ring of Winter, you say?
Yes. The fire giants are looking for Cyrac, or looking for Artis Cimber, but Cyrac has his blood, and they suspect that Artis Cimber has the Ring of Winter.
You can kind of just see an increasingly worried look on Draelai's face. I don't understand. The giants have always been a dangerous people, but they've never gone to such great lengths to try to find these artifacts. I don't understand.
What's the Ring of Winter?
The Ring of Winter is an ancient artifact that is... I've never seen it or interacted with it myself, but it is said to provide some degree of immortality to its wearer.
That's what we were told.
So the fire giants were looking for that also.
No. Maybe the frost giants are looking for that. I don't know. Some giants are looking for that. But if the fire giants get unlimited rare weapons and control this inferno that could destroy the world, and other giants are looking for the Ring of Winter, clearly something is going on. Like you said,
there must be a reason they are all coming from their homes to... They've never wreaked this kind of havoc in their past.
Balance is broken.
You keep
Let's
saying
go.
about the balance. What?
It means the balance of the world. Balance of right and wrong, I believe. Good and bad.
Well,
Right and wrong and good and bad. The
Dogs
balance
and
of
cats living
nature is
together.
what is
no,
important.
he said. No, he keeps saying fire and frost, but then are over mud and I think there's other elements that are at war, and there's some kind of imbalance between perhaps the giants themselves. I don't know.
Since
ultimately, I think this.
since I have learned from Ben Namo,
Ben Nama.
as a druid, I must always preserve balance in nature, not just of good and evil, but of the elements themselves.
But before we go and check on Cyrac, is there anything we can do for you to get you out of this place, or to help you with your friend who clearly has passed on to his next life?
No, I believe you've done enough here. You must go to save us all, but I need nothing more from you myself.
We're at an inn, right? There's a bar at the inn.
You're in a kind of a back room of the inn.
Okay. I'll go to the bar. I assume there's like a rag there,
Okay.
something like that. I'll
Yeah,
grab
it'd be
some
easy
ale.
to find one, sure.
I'll wet the rag, and I'll sort of clean off his friend's. I didn't write down his name. What was his friend's name?
Laniver?
Laniver's Trail, sir. Laniver's Trail.
I just wrote down Laniver Straight. Laniver's Trail. Yeah, and I'll just sort of wipe him down.
Okay.
And
Yeah. As you get over and you start doing that, you get a couple of like strokes in, starting to wipe, and Draelai reaches out and grabs your hand. Thank you, but I will handle it from here.
I'll hand him the rag.
He takes it and kind of just gives you a nod.
Well, let's go check on our friend. I don't know what happened. You said
I'm assuming
you
he's dead.
lost connection or whatever.
What friend are you talking about?
Cyrac.
Zyrak. You mean the prisoner?
Yeah.
The one you wouldn't let go?
I'm gonna get up and turn around and start walking towards the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at your
You walk away in the middle of conversations a lot, man.
the mage. I'm gonna say,
Are you
do
Caleb?
you know where I could go to find more information about what or who I am and what power is inside of me. I lose control and then I don't know what happens for a while.
Then he looks at people and goes, "You."
I did what?
You looked at Koros, man, and you were like, "You."
I did not. Did I?
I think so, man.
Ooey, did I do that?
Sometimes when I'm Bear, I don't really remember.
Yeah,
well.
so you were like a flying man, dude, with lots of heat and electricity coming off, and then you landed, and then you looked at him, and you went, "You," and then you woke up.
Does Drelai hear any of that? And
Hold on. I'm just checking my notes real quick because
Okay.
there's one.
why would I do that? Koros is awesome.
Well,
I don't know,
apparently you
I
have
don't know if
another
it was
side
like
of you.
a bad you, but you did sound, I don't want to say like fatter, but like you sounded like, like bigger. Like you had like a much like bigger voice as you were saying it, man.
I sometimes hear voices from a celestial plane. I don't know what it is.
You've been peering into the herbs too, man.
There is a wizard who has been a dear friend of mine. He takes up residence in Everlund, and he may be able to speak to you more about this.
Thank you. I fear that I might accidentally hurt someone close to me someday.
That is understandable, but also something that comes along with these types of things can be a blessing and a curse at the same time.
I didn't know you knew that wizard. I say that to saying it to you, Edwin.
What wizard?
Well, you didn't even ask his name. I'm assuming you know who he is.
Oh, you're right. I should ask his name. It's been a long day, and I have no idea how I got here half the time. So,
His name is Crowan Valharo.
Hey, when I hear that name, I turn around. I'm like, we are going to see him
what?
at some point. He's the one that you remember, Thwip.
Yes.
He told
Iron
us about
Bottom.
him. Thwip Ironbottom. He told us about him, and he'd be able to help us with transportation.
Oh, well, excellent. Maybe he could help me. Crow and something. Crow and what?
Was Valharo?
Valharo.
Okay, I'm done.
I
Thank you
am
for your
going
time.
to-
Peace be with your friend and you as well. Stay out of this inn. They will probably search for this place again.
He just kind of nods at you.
I don't know how much time we have, but we
And
should
I'm
go.
just gonna, as they're walking out, I'm just gonna look back and I did not have a good time. I'm gonna turn and walk out.
I go, Nom Namo. It's always a good time.
All right, so you guys head out.
I never thought of it that way, man.
We're going to the inn where
this
Cyrax's at.
building and head back over to the Concussive Coin Tavern. What would you like to do upon reaching the Concussive Coin?
And this is where we left Bellis and where Cyrek maybe is.
I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
Okay. And there is the female bartender from before. She looks over at you. Ah, welcome back. It's been a little while, but it's pleasant to see your face again. How are you doing?
Well enough. Our friend that we had you look after. What happened to him? Is he here still?
He should be upstairs the last I saw him.
When was the last time you saw him?
I haven't haven't seen him in a little while.
I'm gonna
he
turn around and start walking towards the room.
He did it again,
She
man.
kinda, like,
Just
looks at
like
Koros,
mid conversation, just starting
yeah,
to walk away
like,
from
mid-conversation,
people. Is
and then
anyone
looks back
else
at Edwin
noticing
and-
this, man?
Yeah, he's
Sorry, I
looks-
couldn't hear
she
you,
looks-
Tim.
No, I was just saying, like, she kind of looks at Koros with that, like, okay, and then just looks back at Edwin to finish her statement and says, he kind of just, he comes down and drinks and eats food and goes back to his room. He spends a lot of time up there, so I don't actually have to check on him all that much. He spends most of his time sleeping, it seems.
okay.
I'm
Well-
guessing by the end of that conversation, I'll have made it to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Open the door.
You make it up to the room that he was staying in. The door opens as usual, and you enter the room. You walk inside, and it is a sight very similar to what you saw at the House of Thousand Faces. The room, again, appears to have been destroyed. Anything that once of any value has either been destroyed or most likely taken. And Cyrac is laying against the wall under the window on the far end of the room, with, again, a dried pool of blood surrounding him. As you move a little bit closer, you are able to see that his chest is gouged several times, with holes that span all the way through front and straight out the back.
When we walked into the House of a Thousand Faces, did anyone ask what happened?
That's when me and Uwe stayed behind, right? We weren't even there.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm
He's saying
talking
right
about
now.
just like just now when we found everyone heard it, we just go over and start talking about like what happened to us.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember what like did
I asked what happened, but I don't
what did they say?
remember. Everybody started casting healing, so I couldn't hear what Tim was saying.
I don't think we actually got to that part.
I don't
Yeah,
remember us ever actually
The first thing I said was, "What happened here?"
The only phrase that came out of his mouth before the healing spells came in was, "They came for us." And that was when he asked if you found anything,
Right.
and everyone cast healing spells.
Man.
Anyways, so I'm in there. I'm assuming by myself.
So we should
Yeah, you're the first
investigate
one,
more before
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any?
people
What do I
move
see?
on.
Make an investigation check.
Natural
While
20.
he's doing this, I'm gonna go up to Bellis's room.
It's all just trashed. There's
Do I
there's
notice
just
any like
broken-
markings, like what types of swords were being used, and if anything?
Not really. It looks to you like what happened was Cyrac didn't put up much of a fight. Based on kind of the blood splatter and stuff like that, it looks like he was probably like in bed sleeping or laying in bed, and when they came in, he jumped up just surprised and then just immediately got taken down and thrown against the wall, and then the rest of the room pretty much just torn apart to look for things, and then that's it. So there's not really any damage as far as like sword markings or anything like that to the rest of the room.
Oh man.
I'm gonna turn around and go back down to the bar.
Man, this seems like
Were you with me?
I'm not with you.
Oh.
Still up in the room.
No, I'm drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Never mind.
I've gone up to Bellis's room.
Upon walking into Bellis's room, similar sight. Things are torn apart. The bed's torn apart. There was a little like table type thing that's broken. There's nothing left behind, and Bellis is gone.
You said everything is broken, but he's gone.
Bellis is gone.
Is there a window?
There is a window, yes.
Is it open?
The window is not open. Just trying to remember what I'd written down for that, but no, the window's not
Okay.
open.
No blood. Just kind of the room being tossed through. No like struggle.
Correct.
I'll go back downstairs, and I assume I pass by Sarak and his room.
Yeah, I mean, you can all make a fair assumption that you would have seen it.
I'll go back downstairs.
All right.
Bellis is gone.
Was the room destroyed?
Yeah, I hope he's safe. He had nothing of value on him, so whatever they were looking for had nothing to do with him, I'm sure.
Then why would
So-
they keep him alive?
Well, I believe he escaped, and I don't believe these were the Drow.
Why do you say that?
Well, Cyrax's dead and Bellis isn't.
Wait,
Right,
Cyrax's
but
dead?
you were left. You and him were alive in that cart.
We were to be sold, but
You were to be sold to
no idea.
presumably the fire giants.
Are they around us? Like, are they having this conversation in the hallway?
They went back out to the.
Weird.
So they went back out to the tavern. So yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say Cyrac is dead? I say that loud enough for people to hear.
Yeah, a couple people around in the bar having drinks kind of turn and look. They don't seem to do anything, but just kind of turn and notice that conversation.
We should discuss this further in private. And I'm going to go to the bar though and say, get the bartender's attention.
Yep. She walks over and looks at you.
My friend is dead. He was murdered in his room.
She doesn't immediately respond. Just like a look of shock on her face.
And our
Has
other
anyone-
friend has been captured.
Possibly, but hopefully
Oh.
not. Has anyone else reported their rooms being gone through and destroyed, as far as you know?
No. Which rooms are these? I've heard nothing of this.
Well, room 323 and 325.
We have 12 rooms.
Well, you picked strange numbers.
I've heard nothing of this. There's been no strange activity at all.
It didn't look like it would have been quiet.
I'm looking at her for if she's trying to be deceptive or not.
Make an insight check.
Insight. $18.
She looks absolutely terrified.
Excellent.
She looks like this is the biggest shock.
Well, clearly you paid the wrong person because she has no idea what's going on.
I believe you're the one that paid her.
He has kept to himself in his room this whole
What?
time.
You made me pay her? Go look.
Look, I understand that this does look like it's been a shock. But something's going on here, and if this happened under your nose, I'm sure you're aware of what happens in your inn. I suppose I would just be careful. You didn't see any guards or anyone come in?
I didn't. There was the just regular patrons of the tavern and the inn filtering in and out.
Yes.
No unfamiliar faces.
Regularly have unfamiliar faces, but I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. We had just the, standard lots. Come get a room, drink, leave.
Has anybody checked in that's been different the past few days? When did you feel his presence leave, Koros?
Like 4 hours ago.
Perfect.
3 hours
How about
ago.
4 hours
Right?
ago? Did you
Wasn't
see
about
anybody come
that
through?
because it was
Would've
right
been-
before we got to the.
It would have been right before you got to that. So I've probably it'd been probably super early this morning. So probably like
Mhm.
6 to 8 hours ago, I would say.
6 to 8 hours ago.
I mean, we have our normal patrons, but we've had people filter in and out.
The pale gnome, you haven't seen him come downstairs at all?
Why, no, I haven't.
I think you mean Smurflebrin. I keep drinking.
I ignore him.
He as well tended to prefer to stay indoors as much as he could. I've not seen him out at all in a little while.
Tim, are there balconies?
It's a single-story establishment, so it's front room for the tavern, and then kind of a doorway back to the hallway where the rooms exist.
And just doing some mathematics, if a short gnome person were to jump out of a window, would he be able to close it again?
The windows at this establishment do not look like they would open or close. Very, very basic windows.
Okay.
Kind of just panes of glass with like the little cross section in them.
I'm gonna go back
excuse
upstairs.
me, ma'am. There is no upstairs.
There is no
I don't know
upstairs.
where you're walking.
To the
To be fair,
know.
Tim, you did say upstairs earlier
I did.
when I went to go.
I caught myself after I said that. but I
It's a
was like,
tri-level inn. There's only 3 steps.
every
I am
inn has
never-
2 stories.
I am
Come on.
Literally never making a single-story tavern ever again in this entire campaign.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Has there been anybody going back to the rooms that didn't have a room today?
We don't permit that unless they manage to do it without any of us seeing.
Would you say that all your patrons are currently here?
In the middle of the day, it's not likely. They would be here at night.
Is there anybody drinking here right now that has been here?
I'm drinking.
I mean, a number of people are. Not,
Can you point them out to me?
Of course. And she kind of just points over and says, "This group at this table are staying, and that group over there, that man in the corner is staying at the inn. Aside from that, I believe everyone else here is just here for a drink."
Thank you very much. Tim, do I see any killers around the room?
Make a perception check.
Are you still holding that head? I just think that's so funny.
Ooh,
Close.
What'd you get? Sorry.
nailed it.
I got a 10.
You don't see anyone that really sticks out to you. I mean, you know this area. Everyone around here kind of looks a little shady, but no one that you recognize or anyone that really.
I'm going to go to the least likely person then.
Okay. You walk over to a table where 2 human females are sitting, very young, probably about 25 years old.
Excuse me, Mrs. and or ma'ams, do you know about any killings happening here at this tavern in the past 6 to 8 hours?
And as soon as you say that, they both get this like shocked look on their face, and gods no. Why would you ask us such a question?
I just wanted to make sure that you're not going to get murdered in the next 6 to 8 hours. You should probably check out and leave.
They look like just genuinely confused, like they don't really know what to say. And then the other one that hadn't spoken before kind of just looks up and says, "Do you think someone's going to kill us?"
Well, they killed our friends, so what
Poor
room are
innocent
you?
women.
What room are you females staying at?
And they just like look back over at each other, and the first one looks back up at you and says, "Excuse me, I'm not exactly into this whole thing. I would appreciate if you would walk away now."
I'm gonna appreciate if you tell me, because if you said that there was noises coming from the room, I'm just trying to find out who killed my friend. So Did you stay next to my friend? It's 323. 323 is the one he got murdered in. If you were close and heard anything, you could tell me.
So you're telling me someone in the inn back there got murdered?
Yeah, that's the news on the street. You want to come see? His dead body's right there.
No, I would prefer not to.
Okay, then tell me if you heard anything.
I didn't hear anything. I don't know why you're interrogating me like I had something to do with it. But
I have to
didn't hear
interrogate
any-
everyone. So if you have any funny business going on, I'll have your head on a platter, just like this one.
And there's the end of our.
And then both of them kind of just like.
I just spit out my ale like.
And then both of them jump up from the table and begin to run for the door. And as they get to the door and it swings open, you hear both of them outside the building screaming, "Guards! Guards! Someone come quickly!"
Oh, that's not good for me.
It's like, ooey.
So
Oh,
I walk up to you as they're running out, and I just like reach up and put my hand on your elbow, and I'm like, I would have told you, man.
I'm gonna turn back to the bartender. Is there a back entrance?
There's a back entrance behind the bar, yes.
Not down the hallway.
Not down the hall, no, that's a dead end.
Okay. Do you mind
You
if
don't
I
have a
use that
fire
back
exit?
entrance and then I just start walking back? And I
Okay.
just kind of wave everyone to come.
Okay.
It just became a back exit.
I go to
If
the
I
most
wave
likely person.
everyone to come with me, does anyone respond?
I go to the second most
Yes,
likely
I'm out of
person.
there.
The most
I
likely
have-
person you see is the one guy that was sitting alone. He's a really scruffy, dirty-looking guy, big beard that's kind of grown out and just kind of going in every which direction, sitting there just drinking an ale, just staring down at it.
And I look across at him and I yell from across the bar, "Hey, you killing any people this morning?"
You, if you don't leave me alone.
Yeah, that's highly unlikely. Did you kill anyone in the inn this morning?
He just doesn't even respond.
Meanwhile,
Wow,
I'm
this
walking
is-
behind the bar to go out of the back entrance, saying, "Let's go."
And one
can follow
final
if you
thing to piss him off, I run over so stealthily he doesn't even notice me, and I steal his ale.
You gotta roll it.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Perfect. It's an 11.
Oh,
Like at the bartender, I'm like, do you know who that
Alright.
is?
Speak up. and you
Now
reach
roll
out, and
initiative.
As soon as your hand touches the ale, hey! And he reaches out and tries to like hit your arm.
Okay, I just pull my arm back and then I grab the ale.
Okay, roll a dexterity check.
Which kind of dexterity check would you like me to roll?
It's just a deck.
You can do sleight of hand if you want.
Oh, okay.
If that's what it is. Yeah. So you pull
There you
your
go.
hand back as he swings at you, and then he kind of you like make eye contact for a second, and then he reaches out to grab the ale, and you at the exact same second. The instant that you pick up the ale, the front door bursts open again, and 3 guards walk into the room.
And I sprint for the back door and I chuck the ale at one of their heads.
Okay. Make a.
Oh my
athletics check.
god.
I go, what?
Athletics.
Okay. Please be good to me.
Okay. You run out the towards the back door, pushing past the barkeep, and the guards immediately upon you taking off give chase, and you feel like you made it out the building a lot quicker than they're capable of, but they are hot on your tail.
Did I
chase.
also hit one of them in the head with the ale?
make a straight attack with the ale, just like a ranged weapon attack?
I'm gonna walk out the front door
Okay.
after the guards chase after me.
We'll just say that it's my short bow, I guess, because I'm good at throwing things.
Can you say what your roll as well? Because roll 20 is gone for me. and
it's
for
a
the
7.
viewers as well.
Yeah, no, you
Okay,
you
thank you.
threw it in such a panic while you were running that it just ale went everywhere, and it was a like a metal mug. It just slams into the wall behind one of them and falls to the ground, and they all give chase. Who went out the back door with Koros?
Doll.
Now ooey.
So just Dahl and Koros. Everyone else is in the.
I said I went to the rooms
Okay.
a while ago.
I'm just super confused.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah, I'm standing there as well. And if the guards are going to try to run out the back door, I'm going to try to close the door in front of them
I'm gonna
Doing
just,
how so?
using thaumaturgy.
All right. Cool. So you Uwe sprints out the back door, just flies out the door, and you hear the door just slam as hard as it possibly can right behind you. And you kind of glance back over your shoulder, and the door is shut for a good several seconds as you're making your way away from the building before it opens back up for the guards to try to make their way out.
Would I have had time to climb a building, perhaps?
Roll a athletics or the other if you prefer.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Please.
What is it?
25.
25.
Are you going to try to make an effort to hide on the building or just
Yes.
get on top of it? Okay. Make a stealth check in tandem with that.
Okay. What is my boots? Give me advantage. Perfect.
well, you
That
don't
is
need
a
to know
natural
that.
20.
That'll do it. You manage to climb basically the adjacent building next to the tavern. Climb up. It's like a pitched roof. You climb up to the top, go over to the opposite side, and lay down on the other side.
Perfect. And I peek my face over so I can see them.
Yep. And as far as you can tell, they basically ran out the back, and they're like looking around, and you see them like point in a couple different directions, and they split up and start to split off across the other side. Make a perception check.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I will. 15.
So as you're watching them kind of split off in a couple different directions, you're watching them kind of closely, and you see one of them make his way back towards the Black Lake district. And as he's making his way that way, he sees another guard that's walking the street, stops him, has a very brief conversation with him, points back towards the tavern, and then the guard that he spoke to turns around and sprints back up towards the west side towards the Black Lake district.
Do I have any past experience of what that conversation might be or where he's sprinting to?
Most likely he's telling him what he just saw and what just happened to go get more people.
Okay.
So,
After
what's everybody
the
else doing right now?
well, after the guards took off after Uwe, I just like paid the gal at the bar, and with whatever I owed her for the rooms and for watching the friend, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know what that is eventually. And then the guards already took off that way. I'm going to finish my ale as I pay her, and I'm going to say, I don't know who that was, but if anyone asks, my name is whatever the arborist's name was. And then I walk out the
Perception
front.
check.
I walk out the front door. Oh gosh, what is my deception? Oh my goodness, please be good. 27.
Whoop, whoop.
You rolled.
2d20?
D20.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just confused when I saw two.
Okay, here, I'll
Well,
just
it
do it
would've been
again.
16.
24.
Would have been 16 plus 8.
Okay. As you're saying that, she like is so just frazzled with what just happened, and she doesn't really respond. You can see she's like listening, but she didn't really like directly respond or acknowledge anything that you just said.
but I've walked out the front door. So,
Okay.
and I
Ash, what are
grabbed
you doing?
I grabbed Nom Nom. Let's go this way. And we're just
Ash, what are
casually
you
walking.
Vision
doing?
traveler.
I don't know. A while back, I went back there before Uwe started talking to those ladies. So I don't know how far along what I'm doing that all of this happens, but
That was
I
like-
am knocking on all of the doors
Okay.
and just asking politely, yes, hello, have you seen a small dwarven person? To anyone who answers.
Okay. Just roll an investigation check for that whole process.
Okay. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah. 3.
Yeah, the general consensus, most of the rooms either don't answer or they're empty.
Hmm.
And there were 2 people that answered their doors, and they just had the general consensus of, no, I haven't heard anything. No noise.
And the empty rooms weren't ransacked.
Empty rooms as in, like, you get the idea that there's either no one there or they just weren't answering.
Gotcha. Okay. And the ones that weren't answering, were they locked?
Yes, every door that wasn't one of yours is locked.
And knowing the rooms, do you have to have a key to lock it from the inside, or is it like a little knob thing?
It would be a reuse of the key from the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
You could say a knob nabo.
Nice. Good one. All right. I will go back to Bellis's room and just start trying to figure out anything, if like some piece of fabric got snatched somewhere from the people who were, anything I can find that was left behind by the people that were in here.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
That's okay. Much better. 17.
Okay. You don't see anything that looks like it would have been left behind. Based on what you see in the room, it does look like there was some degree of a struggle. But you don't see anything that doesn't look like it belonged there at one point.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. And I'll walk out. What do I see when I walk out?
When you walk out, you see basically just a bunch of patrons sitting at their respective tables and things, just kind of like they just saw a ghost. Like, you can tell something, all your friends are gone, and you can tell something just went down, but you don't quite know what.
Okay, great. Okay. I'll go up to the innkeeper. Did you happen to see where they went?
Hold on one moment. And she turns and she walks back, and you watch as she walks all the way to the back and locks the back door, and then walks all the way back up. They being
Who I came in with, my friends. You know, the
they left.
tall people. Right. Which way did they go? Did you happen to see multiple directions? Right.
Just that way and that way. Some of them went out the front and some went out the back.
Good.
I'm sorry. I don't know where they would have gone.
Yes.
They made quite a
It's
scene.
all right.
Ask her for milk.
Where is she pointing? Is she pointing like the front and the
Pointing
back door?
Yeah, she pointed back behind and to the front door.
And she locked the back door.
Yeah.
I will go out the front.
Okay. All right,
Is
what's
there
going on with
anybody out there?
just kind of normal stuff going on.
Okay.
After you're outside for good 30 seconds, you see a guard run by. Aside
I
from that, it
will-
Seems like everything's normal.
Okay. Wherever direction he's going, I will nonchalantly follow him
You follow the
quickly.
guard?
And as long as it's
I
clear,
mean,
I'll go.
you know.
Psst. Psst.
You know my pointy ears. Well, actually, no, the hood's up. Don't see it. Never mind. I look up.
Go. Hey, Ash.
I do a double take. Is anybody watching?
Perception check.
$25.
No one's directly watching you at the moment.
I climb up the building. To Uwe. Right? He's up on
I am
the
up
roof,
there,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Just standing up there, or
Hey,
I don't-
you
are
should
you?
get down, Ash. Get down. Hide with me.
I'm gonna, because I'm assuming this is towards the back of the building. Was there like an alley or something,
let me pull up the map one more time.
or a space between the buildings?
Basically, yeah. There's like a road in front of the two, and then they're on the building that's adjacent to it on the same side of the road.
All right.
So there's a little alley, but it's not really an alley. It's kind of open.
In between. yeah.
Behind it is open to the river. So
Do I see or hear? I'm just in the back of the building.
I mean, you saw where Uwe went.
Right.
So
Did I
you know
hear
where he
him
is.
talk to Ash, or? I'm just gonna
You
walk over
see
the
me try
building
and
and
climb
say, "Do I see any guards right now?"
Make a perception check.
14.
You see them walking around from time to time, but it'd be easy enough for you to find a gap in when they're not looking.
All right. I'm gonna yell for Ash to come down. Hey, Ash, come here
I'm halfway up the building.
right now.
Okay, I climb
Oh, I
down.
didn't know. I thought you gotten up there.
I don't know. I got stopped halfway. I think. What's going on? Why did you leave?
Because we have to leave. We don't have any reason to stay here, and the longer we're here, the more danger that we're in.
Well, do you know
They-
where they went?
Who?
Well, whoever took Bellis and killed Cyrac.
I have no clue. The only thing that we have right now is that we need to get to Gauntlgrim. My assumption right now is that Bellis is of some importance to them. I don't foresee that he fought off what again, I'm assuming that these were the Drow, that these are the guards, the ones who had you in the first place and who brought you to sell you to the fire giants.
Right. I didn't think so initially, but through further inspection of his room, there was a struggle.
Ah.
So somebody has taken him.
Yes. And I don't. There's apparently Cyrac was of no use to them, or somebody else was looking for Cyrac, and I don't know. Perhaps the ice giants were looking for Cyrac for some reason, and they didn't want him to be found. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but
And our best bet is to go to Gauntlgrim.
that's all we have right now.
Right. Where's
Everyone
everyone
keeps
else?
killing themselves before we can interrogate. In the end, it seems that this Duke Zolto is a large hand in what's going on. The fire giant.
Right.
So at the moment,
So
we
what's
need
with the guards?
right now.
Yes.
Did we hit somebody or something? Oh no, he pulled that head out and scared some girls, and he decided to expedite our reason for leaving.
Right. Well, okay.
I don't think we were much safe here anymore.
Is he alone?
Is who alone? What do you mean?
Koros.
Doll's with Koros.
Dolls with
Yeah,
Koros.
Doll went back with him, so it's the three
Yeah,
of
I'm
you
standing
that
there.
are talking.
Okay, so and Ui's still on the roof.
Yes.
Okay. And where are the others? Koros?
I don't know.
Good.
You probably would have
Right.
seen Edwin and Namo and Adon out in the front at some point.
We were just
I did
casually
walk out
walking.
the front.
Yeah, they walked out
Yep.
the front.
Oh. So, okay, so I passed them and then climbed up the building.
Yeah,
Okay.
you sure did.
Okay.
Where's the Catman going?
Totally did not see you guys. Okay. Never mind.
So, have you seen everyone?
Yes, they're back
Ah.
of it.
Yes.
Yes, I just found them, actually.
Well, at this point, I don't see any reason to stay here. Shall we see if everyone would like to go?
I'll say from the roof. We should go to Gontal Grim.
Yes. What
Agreed.
was
I'm gonna
was saying
meet-
that?
Where you guys going? I'll meet you out there.
Is it weird in this little alley to pull out that map and take a look at it really
I
quick?
was just about to say.
I mean, it's
Well,
not so
I'm-
much an alley, but
Alley
you guys are
between-
behind the building, and the building is the last thing between the road and the river. So around the back of the building, you just have the river behind you, and then
Got
the
it.
wall is on the other side of the river. So, I mean, it'd probably be fine.
For-
Let me actually just do. There's my roll 20. Go to roll 20, if you will.
Oh, 20.
Make sure I had it in here. Yep, I sure did. Let's see if that'll actually be sufficient. Yeah, it will. Look at that.
Look at what?
I want to.
Look at what?
I want to.
It should be up. You should be able to see it.
I don't say it.
Nope.
What?
What are you talking about?
I just see our people.
Let's do.
Oh,
There it
is.
I see it. Oh, I see
Sword
everything.
Coast.
Except
Oh.
it's so little.
It's so little and I
It's
can't
little.
zoom in anymore.
It's massive.
It's
on my
okay.
screen.
Nope, I don't see it.
If you click on it, it gets large.
Oh my goodness.
it doesn't.
It's so
It's
it's
still
so
really hard
pixelated.
to read.
What the heck? That's
Oh,
so
it works
weird.
great for me.
Okay, I'll just share my screen again because it's
Share screen
that's weird.
macro.
You can save as JPEG. And then do the
Then what?
zooms. Then you can do the zooms.
You have it on your phone.
Takes too
And
long.
then I do this, and I go, "Hey, I have my brain. I'm gonna explain this to you the best way I can.
Don't need the map of the city. I need the
Where-
map of
Where
outside
to
of
meet
this.
me?"
How many times have you been through here?
He knows this city well.
What are you talking about? This is where I'm from.
That looks like a brain.
Oh. Write that down.
Host disabled screen sharing.
No, no, that's not true.
That's not true anymore.
Seems you.
Yes,
did.
I by
There it is.
default the Rock Point Church account.
Oh,
does
that's
not
right.
enable,
Because you're on the Rock Point one, huh?
because I don't want anybody who's on the Zoom call to just randomly start
What,
sharing.
like Trevor?
And Trevor.
This D&D game brought to you by Rock Point Church.
All right, there it is.
All right, can we zoom in on Neverwinter?
Yes.
Never.
Winter.
Even though there was snow, Jon Snow.
Oh, I see
Okay, so
Gontalgrim.
Oh, there's Gontalgrim.
You
yep,
know
Council Grim's up
nothing.
north, so we're gonna have to go.
Grundlebutt.
Oh, that's a river. It's
Yes.
not a path
That looks like a lot of trees.
and water. Well,
Oh, that place with the door in the mountain.
for the sake of brevity, can we've decided to move on to Gontalgrim, but can I have used my knowledge of Neverwinter and potentially our coin to have seeing if we could buy horses for the travel.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk anymore.
There's a river.
Could get a
How
boat.
many, how
Yeah,
many
you're gonna
horses
sail
is
the
it?
boat against the current. That's smart.
No, we get paddles. Or use your wind gusty.
Yeah, your wind gusty thing.
Well, I can't afford a boat. Okay. You
You're
could
full
steal
of hot
one.
air. You just gotta blow us up wind.
I have several boats in Waterdeep. Just whatever. I don't have any boats here. Do you have any boats here, Tim?
No.
Dang it. See, I have no boats here. Do we see any boats to steal?
Well, first we could use Ui's knowledge of the city to get out.
Yes,
Perhaps.
but they don't know about all of us. We could just go I can go to the stables and grab some horses if they're
Do you think that they've forgotten about us?
all
in,
that.
Luskin?
Oh, maybe.
I'm assuming that word has traveled.
I just told them I was the arborist.
You told the bartender that.
Yeah.
I don't think she was any harm to us.
No, but she's a witness. It'll at
Again,
least delay their
these-
investigation.
These drow.
I'm not worried about the drow. We want to go to save the world from the fire giants, from the infernal primordial, right?
Right, and in order to do that, we need to stop the drow from getting this primordial.
Well, we just have to go to Gontalgrim.
Yes.
Yes, we all agree.
I think
Can we get some horses?
I think you
please?
should go get some horses if you want to. I'm gonna stay quiet and move away from you guys because you're gathering near my building. So
Yeah, all I wanted to do with the map was to figure out which way we need to go. How we go is
Looks
meet
like
me
east.
by the river
we just
outside the
follow
walls.
the river, go through the forest, and
Grandmother's house we go.
you got a grandmother?
Gone to Grim, he misspoke.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
this is quite a
I'm just gonna assume that you guys are gonna meet me out by the river outside the walls. So I will see you there.
Okay, bye.
And I sneak away.
okay.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for sneaking away.
With advantage because of my sick boots.
Yuck, boots.
All right. Drew or Edwin, make a
Who's Drew?
I was saying Edwin drew a picture.
Yes.
Make a investigation check with advantage just to see how easy it was to find your horses.
Ooh.
What?
Do it again.
And what was your stealth check, Uwe?
23.
Oh,
Was it
Go for it.
investigation or
Right.
history? Because I know this city.
You can use history if you, because you do know the city.
Okay, well, it would be a 12, 13.
Okay. How many horses are you trying to buy?
7, but Dahl is a very big person.
We'll have to sit on two next to each other.
Maybe we need a carriage for like a little cart for Dahl.
You easy enough are able to find the
Horses
stable,
and carts.
and they do have enough horses available for you at the moment. They're charging 75 gold per horse, so it'll be 525 gold to buy 7 of them.
Yes, and how much for a cart for one, or for Dahl in case he can't?
A cart would be 15 gold pieces
All right.
with a weight capacity of 200 pounds.
How much does Dahl weigh? Does anybody?
More than that.
More than 200
Way
pounds.
more than 2.
Well, does the horse have a capacity limit?
I think you're looking for
Maybe a carriage?
A riding horse would have a where did it go? I just had it here. A capacity of 480.
Oh, that'll work.
All right. Well, Hopefully you don't break the horse's back when I buy 7 of these things, because whatever. I'm buying horses because the nobleman is tired of walking.
So I'm just assuming I followed him. We got there, so
Can I use my persuasion to attempt to haggle him down?
Go for it. Make a persuasion check.
All right. 19.
He'll give you like 5% off of it.
All right.
So
Can
that's
I try
25.
to charge this to my house in Waterdeep? It's just an attempt.
He looks at it and you can tell he feels kind of like regretful about it, but he says that he cannot accept it.
Fine. And so I will pay however much. What was it?
525.
Okay.
Don't forget the 20% tip.
He
You pay the tip. I paid to watch your dude and whatever.
All right. So,
so
you guys.
am I there when he's getting the horses?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of mount my horse.
I buy Nom Namo a pony. Just
Wait, do you really though?
yeah, it's 1 pony and 6 horses.
Okay.
Cool.
A
So
pony's a lot cheaper than a
So-
horse.
Oh,
How
good.
much is it?
the first thing I
Pony's only
do
30 gold.
is you
What was it?
buy 6 horses and 1 pony.
30.
Yeah.
But since you didn't like clearly designate whose was whose, I get on a horse.
I get on the pony.
What? No, you guys are you? Oh, you guys are probably with me. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. You probably want to switch though, and then we'll set off towards down the river.
So as we start walking, I kind of lean forward and I cast Speak with Animals. And
Are you still on the horse?
I'm on the pony.
Or-
We switched.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, he said we switch. Sorry. It's, so I cast Speak with Animals. I go,
The one that you're on.
yeah,
Okay.
and yeah. Is it a particular beast? No, I can speak with any beast
You speak with all of them.
for a little bit. Okay, so
You can find out all their names.
I just I
Yes.
kind of lean forward and I'm like, hello everyone, what's your names? I'm Nom
No.
Namo.
and that's where we.
The one that you're riding on kind of does like a. Hello there, good friend. My name is Guildmac. And you hear from your left. My name is Pykar. Behind you,
Who's
"My name-"
who's riding Pykar?
Are you guys all on them already?
Yeah.
So that's the 4
Oh.
or 5 of you.
Yeah.
Basically everyone but Uya.
It'd be the 5 others.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would it-
So that would be yours is Guildmac, Edwin's is Pykar, Adon's is Gulliver,
Oh.
Ash's is Gorkin,
Gulliver, Gorkin. Okay.
Koros's is Damien,
Damien.
He's black.
and
What?
Doll's is Fargus.
Fargus?
Okay, and what's the one who doesn't have
Fargus.
a rider?
And the one that doesn't have anyone on him is Todd.
Todd.
You
Todd.
look back at that one and
Yes.
he's like, "Hi there, my name is Todd.
Can you-
Why isn't anyone on me?"
Just for my notes, can you tell me who's on each horse again?
Yeah,
Nope,
it's
I
it,
totally can't.
no.
You tell me because I just read the names.
Oh no.
Oh, and you wouldn't know until I tell you, anyways. So
Yep. You don't know.
Right.
yeah. So
Well,
You don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
he's
So-
gonna tell me anyway.
No, maybe.
Maybe.
He might smoke some leaf.
So-
instead.
All right. Well, just get on with it.
He's gonna write down all the wrong names anyway.
I'm like, so I as we're riding along, I'm talking to the horses. It sounds like a weird, like, kind of neighing sort of speak or whatever.
Yeah, you hear them kind of like neigh or do the like.
And I'm just doing that too, like
his sentences.
And I'm just saying, and I'll just lean forward at some point and be like, all right, my little pony Guildmac, you just follow Pycar there. I need to take a little nap. And I'll just kind of lay down, kind of on the lean forward and kind of lay down and kind of fall asleep on the horse, on the pony.
Edwin,
Yes.
in that, is there any shops here that sell perhaps some camping gear or tents or something?
I have a tent. You need a tent?
You have a tent?
Yes.
Have I ever seen you sleep in that tent?
I don't know. Have you? I've never packed it.
I just
Unpacked
remember every time we slept, it was out in the open.
Oh no, I don't have a tent. I thought I wanted to buy a tent, but I don't have a tent.
Would it be smart to do something like that, to get something for when we rest, because we're going to need to rest soon and it's going to be out in the open?
Well, we certainly can. I bought the horses though, so I'm out 500 gold. So you can buy his tents.
Well, I want to see what there is. I mean, simply tents might not be enough. We all have sleeping bags though, right? We have our bedrolls.
What do you propose?
I'm not sure.
You just make a camp with some tents?
I don't know if I'm comfortable sleeping out in the open, but I don't know.
Well, why don't you run in there for brevity's sake and go check and see if there's any tents and supplies?
Yeah, so you would have easily enough been able to find a shop that sells tents. The tents can hold 2 people at a time, probably 1 if you're extremely large, and they sell for 2 gold pieces a piece.
I will buy 6.
Okay.
Yeah, tents.
All right.
No, I will buy 7.
Fair enough.
All right.
Unless there's anything anyone crucially wants to do before leaving the city, you guys.
At this point, I'm just laying across the pony like a little kid asleep on his like dad's shoulder. Just
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys make your way towards the south, or rather the east exit of the city, to go out basically the top side of it, and I'm sorry, yeah, that would be north, out the top side of it, and then around towards the river. As you kind of like mount up on the horses, you mount up on the horses and begin to.
It's horsies.
Horsies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the horsies.
7 horsin. Anyway, for the sake of brevity, you guys basically just make it out of the town, around to the other side to where the river is. Ui's not there yet when you get there, but you are essentially just going to wait for him until he gets there, and that is where we will pick up next week.
Nice. We got horsies.
Everyone had a tent. Well, except
And
for
tent-
Ui.
And